Very good afternoon and welcome to Western Park. It is round 12 of the Alinta Energy Gippsland League. Great to have your company. This is a Gippsland Live thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical, and this is a big game. Warragul jumped into the top 5 after last week's impressive win, and now they need to consolidate a must-win today at home against the Magpies. The young kids are starting to mature right before our eyes, and they might just play some finals football in season 2025, the Warragul side. They've taken the Magpies, who have had a tough season to say the least. They have had lots of injury concerns. Important though, they do get a couple of good players back. Tatterson comes in from the Gippsland Power program, and of course their star midfielder in Shannon Lang back into this side. They will cause a couple of upsets on the way home. Will today be one of them? We'll find out in just over a couple of hours' time. And it is great to have your company. My name's Daryl Cooling. My co-caller this afternoon is Daniel the Beast Hutchison. Beast, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, Daryl. Very good to be down at Western Park. We're in for I think it'll be a good game. Game. Two teams who are fairly on par. I think Warragul for me, and I'll give them 5 goals.
Very good. 5 goals there for the Beast. Of course, our special comments this afternoon, thanks to Carpet Country, Nick Boxalacina, who's back after a little bit of a break. He's got his pen strapped to his wrist. He's ready to go, and he's fired up for a big game.
I am, Scud. Thanks, mate. And a little bit croaky, and I've got a bit of a kidney stone as well, but I'll get through this afternoon at this stage, mate. But looking forward to a great game of footy. The conditions are great.
Let's hope you don't cough and something pops out.
I'll tell you what. Well, I've been known to do that too, Scott. 36 points for me, Warragul.
36, Warragul. Number one stats man in the business is Paul Carty's to my right. Paul, how are you?
Good, thanks, Daryl, and looking forward to this game too. Warragul, big chance if they win, and Terrell can beat Morwell tomorrow. They can be 2 games inside the 5 by the end of the weekend. Pretty important that they do go ahead and win this. It'll be the first time since 1994 that they've won home and away against Sale, so there's plenty for them to play for.
What was the margin again, Paul?
45.
45 for Paul Carter. All right, I think that Warragul will win the game of footy. I think it might be a little bit closer than what we think. I think, of course, this Sale side have a little bit of a chip on the shoulder. They won't give up easy. There's some great midfielders in the middle, and starting in there is Johnson, Lang and Whitehill. I'm going to go by 5 points as the umpire for the first quarter for Metricon Homes gets us underway. Wibley taps it down and goes straight to Hobbs. He shins it, and it goes 5 metres to centre half forward. Lang goes over his shoulder by hand, and he'll get a free kick to Shannon Lang at centre half back area. The Magpies kicking towards the top end of the ground. Lang's handball hit the toes of Egg Millesy Smith and then got crunched in a tackle. And a good tackle it was, holding the ball. It is Nettle, and Rory Nettle, the youngster. And the umpire says, hang on a second.
Are you going to throw it up?
He's going to ball it up. So they've both had a bit of a consultation there. One umpire said holding the ball. The other one said no prior. And in the end, it will be a ball up. Wibley and Leslie. Wibley tapped it down again. There's Nettle. Squeezed a handball out the back to Masterson. His right foot kick to half forward is a little bit off the right. And Tatterson tried to read it and just missed the grab and then slammed into the fence. Boundary throw in Boxer.
Masterson's gone to Bodie Walker of Sale as well too, and he's playing pretty high too. So I reckon he'd be trying a little bit of leeway there, just to give him a bit of springboard off half back there for Warragul.
So the umpire brings the ball back in. Nice big toss of the ball by the boundary umpire. Ball goes nowhere. Big Wibley got his hands on it. They're just going to scrummage in there by the 2 sides. The umpire will gather the ball again, and we'll get a ball up right on half forward. Warragul's end, town end. It's Leslie that time. Wins the ruck battle. Nice strong tackle in there by Warragul player on his opponent. But it's Tom Hobbs. He's just touched the ball on the ground. Maybe he's a bit slippery out there, Box. Goes forward, long kick, gets it deep, looks for Fowler. Fowler leads his opponent to the ball. It's going deep into the pocket.
Free kick.
We do have a whistle.
Yeah,
it is going to be a free kick.
Egg Millesy Smith will get that beat. No, actually.
No, it's not.
Going to go the other way down in the back pocket. Looks to be Wrigglesworth.
So Wrigglesworth comes across the face of goal to the other pocket. And they're going to just exit outside of D50. It's not really going to go to their advantage, but they will find the boundary line. So not a bad result there for Sale coming out of D50.
Looks like Hobbs has just got a little bit of a licence to run around at the moment too, because he's had a little bit of it already. So it's just something that Sale have to be really aware of. 2
minutes into the first quarter, no score. And socket off the ground there from Wallace. Doesn't go too far. Lang squeezed a handball backwards to Whitehill. Got it on forward to Johnson. Johnson's outlet kick to Tatterson on the outer side. And he's going to come back inboard is Tatterson. He does. He's looking for a teammate. Kai went up with the one hand, left it behind. And then Rand handballed out to some open space. Walker's there. Thumps it inside forward 50. It's a couple of genuine one-on-ones. Phillips with the spoil for Warragul. At ground level, Marston was there, come off his knee and ricocheted towards the boundary line right in front of us here at Western Park. No score between the Magpies and Warragul.
The beauty of it too, though, Scud, is just the matchups. The young brigade are out there at the moment for both sides. It's going to be a credible afternoon to watch these guys go around.
So the two big boys do battle again, and it's Leslie over the big fella in Wibley for Warragul. But it's Shannon Lang. Goes inside forward 50. Looking for, sorry, who was that there? Darryl? Will Leslie it was, yep. Sorry.
He's up forward.
He is. It's Leslie deep in the pocket, brings it to the top of the goal square. But it's only as far as Kaya for Warragul. And he's just going to look to torpedo outside his 50, but unsuccessful. Comes back inside for the sail, and it's Jordan Descent. Round on the left foot. Hasn't got the purchase on it. Be marked in the goal square by Masterson for Warragul.
So Masterson looks straight down the middle of Western Park. Nothing there. Looks left. Looks right. Now he goes back to the left.
If you need me, I'm over here.
Spots up Sarong, who thumps it out. Scoreboard side looking for Stern. Couldn't find him. Good spoil by Wrigglesworth, who has gone back this afternoon. Boxer, you'd be aware of that matchup?
Yeah, I am too. And a little bit, if you're not hungry, the ball's been butchered at the moment. So if you want some meat, make sure you get out there right now, because both these sides haven't done much with the ball at the moment.
So Wrigglesworth normally a forward. He's gone back and he's playing on Stern. And Wallace's kick has turned over. And the coach for Sale, Johnson, has it. He wants everyone to push across to the boundary side. He wants the favourable numbers. He goes out wide and couldn't quite find his teammate out there in Cutler. And Wallace makes up for that errant kick earlier to thump it over for a boundary throw. And he had to do that because of the poor kick earlier.
They just seem a little bit rushed, that's all. Both sides just don't seem to be looking after the ball. I know we only just started the game right now, but 5 minutes in, and I don't really see too much happening with the ball that's been too kind at the moment.
No score.
So ball comes back in right in front of the non-working scoreboard, and it's Shannon Lang who tries to just get the ball forward for his team, but it's Jed Lamb who gathers. Comes to this side of the ground, right in front of the call box. It's going to be pushed out of bounds. It's going to be another throw-in.
You can call it the commentary box as well if you want to.
What do I call it? This box?
The call box.
The call box.
Jack Cantwell had a couple of nice little moments there just to win the one-on-ones, or halve them at least. And that's exactly what he did, a late in for the Sale side, Jack Cantwell.
So the ball will come back in right in front of us here at Western Park, and it's Big Wibley. Got in front of his opponent in Leslie. Tackled to ground though, quite strong in there. There's bodies going everywhere. It's going to be Shannon Lang will lay that tackle. On number 7. Who's wearing number 7 out there, boys? Or is that number 1?
Which one?
Warragul, I think it was. It was Vinny Kaya.
Yeah, number 1.
So umpire Carey gets the ball going again.
Free kick.
It's going to be a free kick, yeah. And it's going to be against Sale, Cooper Whitehill.
Stewart, it will be beast.
To Stewart. So tatted up is Stewart. We have the ball still in his D50, but he's going to exit that now and go out onto the near side wing, and he finds Jack Johnson. So opposing coach for the Sale side. He gets a handball over straight away, finds Shannon Lang. Shannon Lang just drops one forward. Barely 15.
This is your Zambrero goal of the day.
Here it is.
You have called this. Oh, no, he's going to pass it.
Oh, no. So Bodie Walker's kick smothered Masterson. Too good on that time. He finds Tom Hobbs. They look to exit again.
Whistle.
And the umpire's found another free kick.
It was against Jack Johnson on Hobbs as well. He was a bit late with the bump.
So the ball goes down to the wing, right in front of the coach's box. It's young Grummish. And he's going to kick long, again down the line. And it's going to be out of bounds, right in front of the Sale coach's box.
Stewart was the target. Jordan Stewart down there. No score. 6.5 minutes into the first quarter for Metricon Homes. Love where you live. You can get $50,000 and spend bonus luxuries on their designer and signature homes for just 10 grand. And that is at Metricon Homes. There's a boundary throw in, real true centre wing. Wibley with a death tap. Tried to get it towards Stewart. And now he runs onto it. Shoved in the back from Lang. The free kick will go Zach Stewart's way.
Spending a bit of it so far, Zach Stewart. What's his background too, Scud?
They're the boys from Pakenham. So Jack and brother Jordan. Been good inclusions. His chiselling kick to half forward to the brother. Right on cue, Boxer. Couldn't complete the mark. Free kick though. Is going to go Grummage's way. Quickly plays on and gives it to the run of Hefford. He drives it inside forward 50. Fowlers the target. Gets over the back. Running onto this one is Kobe Grass. And the wingman likes to kick goals. And Kobe Grass gets the first for the Warragul side.
Much better little setup there by by the Warragul side as well. Both sides have really not looked after the ball. You know, we've been playing 7 or 8 minutes so far in this first quarter for our first goal and our first score, but we've been seeing it being played between both arcs at the moment because of the way they've looked after the ball. They haven't looked after it at all. But just a quick entry there by Zach Stewart just allowed the Warragul side to run on and caught Sale napping.
You're right, Box. There's only been 4 inside 50s in that almost 8 minutes of play. And on the Metricon Homes scoreboard, 1 goal straight, 6 to Warragul, the only score of the match.
So back in the centre of the ground. 2 big boys will do battle again. It's Cooper Whitehill on this occasion. Just slams the ball forward looking for his teammate in Leslie. He's beaten off the ball by his opponent. Masterson now has the ball for Warragul. He just looks to thump it as far as he can, but only as far as Shannon Lang, who plays on quick, comes back inside 50 and finds Leslie right on the arc box.
Too far out, Beach.
Too far out?
Yep.
Yeah, I think he may be. He does have options on, but Warragul have done well to just flood their numbers back. So he goes across the ground, more into the centre of the ground, and finds a teammate in Wrigglesworth. So Wrigglesworth hasn't got much to go to up forward, but he goes in that direction anyway and finds Leslie. Just gets in front of his opponent in Wibbly. It was just enough, I think. Just that break in his lead.
And this is what we see him do quite a bit, Leslie. He just drops himself. This is Jack.
Yep.
Yeah. He puts himself down forward just to give him that option as well. And he moves so well for a big fella too. So he had Wibbly there on the lead. Just a perfect kick inside. Just got to be the kick now.
So Jack Leslie for sale. Can he get there first on the board? Comes in, kicks. Looks good from here.
He leant back on it a little bit.
He did a little bit, just to the near side.
5-point margin. Warragul in the lead on the Metricon Homes scoreboard. 1 straight 6 to 1 behind 1 point.
Lamb goes straight up the middle, 45 metres out where Hobbs takes the mark. Try to look for 50. Lamb will spread laterally and he goes in that direction. Play on not 15 to the umpire. Leslie hard on his hammer. Lamb just had to dump it out. Gets it to the outer side, half back flank. Jack Leslie's there. Keeps it in the field of play. Whitehill had a fresh airy, then coughed it up. Stern it was in there. Gave a handball to Phillips. He handballs to nobody. Wibbly has to bullock his way through and get the footy. Open handball to open space. Zach Stewart's there. Nice little tap onto Kai McLean. McLean goes to half forward. Ducking the shoulder nicely with Jordan Stewart. He takes the mark, rolls to 50, puts it on its way. Open goal square. Take the advantage. That is a great finish, Beast. Jordan Stewart knew exactly what he wanted to do. Take the mark, play on, kick the goal.
Started with his brother as well, Zach. He just kept his feet, just that tap on in front, just to advantage, just to allow his teammate to run onto it as well. But what I want to see from both sides is just a bit more composure. Like, I think now, if you're going to win the ball, just take your time by foot or by hand, rather than try and rush the kick as well, because both sides have been turning the ball over. It's the quick play of Warragul that's got them to both those goals now. So they've just got to take a feather out of their cap with that one and work it through again.
11-point lead to Warragul on the Metricon Homes scoreboard. 2 straight 12 to 1 behind 1 point at 11 minutes played.
So as we wait just for the Sharon to get back to the centre of the ground, the umpire has it now. He's just making sure everyone's ready and he's going to toss it up. Here the big boys go again. Oh, they locked arms, but Hobbs too strong. Lock a bull in there. Just gets a handball away. Umpire says play on. Who's there for sale? Just couldn't quite get a disposal away, and he's going to get a free kick anyway. I think it's Cutler. It is Cutler, yep. So Kane Cutler. He just short little kick wide, barely 15. I'm not sure if he's paid that. Egg-Milesi Smith now tries to sell a bit of candy, comes in board.
Good kick.
Beautiful kick. Finds Cooper Whitehill. He flicks off the handball and they go inside forward 50 again. Sale, and they're going to... No, it's going to be a nice little spoil there by Carter for Warragul, and they push to get to the boundary line and they will find it.
Again, I feel that they're rushed. I just feel like the Sale side then looked rushed with their hands and by foot. They've just got to make sure they've got the composure right, especially coming inside their forward 50.
Well, they appear to keep looking for their main ball users too, Box, don't they? So they want to keep coming through the midfield.
Boundary throw in, top of the 50. Jack Leslie tapped it down, but Wibbly grabbed it. Kick was partially smothered. Socket off the ground on that occasion there was from Riley Sanini. And now head over the football. Nicely done. Cutler gave it to Johnson. Johnson comes to the pocket. Thomas is there, marks it. Got it just in the field of play. Thomas Campbell, that is.
Now, this is a bloke that can kick it. This is a bloke that is a bit of an enigma down forward as well. We've seen him play some absolute ripper games and kick some goals that you would not think a player of his stature would kick.
Oh, the man with 2 first names, Thomas Campbell. From about 45 in the end, Tight pocket on its way. It's across the face, but Jack Leslie's there in the front. Good spoil by Sarong for Warragul to thump it through. Minor score, 12 and a half minutes into the first quarter for Metricon Homes.
Warragul leading by 10 points, 2 straight 12 to 2 behinds 2 points.
So Jed Lamb looks to bring the ball in straight up the centre of the ground. He's where he goes.
Yeah,
and a beautiful kick to Isaac Wallace, who just wheels on his left foot and punches the ball long and far on the far side of the ground and finds a teammate in McIntosh. He goes forward and he finds Stewart. So they're just going to slow the ball down. It was quite quick to get there, and Stewart just darts one in board, finds a teammate in. Is it Fowler? No, I don't think it is. I think it's Nettle.
Yep.
So,
Rory Nettle.
So 4 kicks to come inside 50. Not one Sale player touched the ball then as well. So great transition footy then too. It started from Jed Lamb. He's done that each time he's kicked in as well. He wanted to grab yardage. He did that. But he gave it to runners, and they just used the ball beautifully coming out.
Well, he's seen that option straight up the guts, didn't he, Box? And he pulled the trigger. So Nettle takes his time. He's going to stroll in. Looks like he's a nice left foot kick of the footy. What can he do on this occasion? He just keeps it to the near side.
Warragul's first behind for the day. They are 2-1-13 on the Metricon Homes scoreboard, leading Sale 2 behinds 2 points.
So 11-point margin. Egg Malessi Smith with the kicking duties for the Magpies. Big moments, all thanks to the Moore Bowling Club. They're back open, and the bistro's open 7 days a week there. Pot and Palmer tonight, $25. Can't go wrong. Egg Malessi Smith kick to the half-back flank area. Leslie, unopposed in the end. Jack takes the mark, and they spread quickly for him. Has he got anyone on short? Doesn't look to be at the moment, so kick will come out wide to Walker, and just misses him. And right in front of the coaching staff of both sides, we'll have a boundary throw in. Margin sits at 11. Warragul, 2-1-13, and Sale are 2 behinds at the moment.
I don't even think I could have got to that ball.
You could have or couldn't?
No, I couldn't have.
Couldn't.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe me playing days.
All right, boundary throw in. Leslie taps it down and does the roving work as well. Gets a boot to ball, and he'll look for touch, or does he look for Will? Will look for the boundary in front of Sarong. That's a good matchup.
I was going to say it's a brilliant matchup too. Sarong v Leslie.
Good pace.
Good pace.
Good bloodline.
They're actually very similar in stature as well, aren't they? So that'll be a really good matchup for the afternoon.
A boundary throw in right in front of us. Top of the 50 for the Warragul side. Yet to get their first major. But they have been pressing well. Rove, that's Sale that is, and they wheel around. Tatterson's kick to the outer side. Looks for a teammate out there in Johnson. Gathers it. Tries to come back with a handball to a teammate in Treglown. And Treglown gives it to Wrigglesworth, who drives it inside forward 50. Campbell can't take the mark. Roving it back there was Masterson. Slick handball to a teammate in Mulqueen. And he finds Vinnie Kyer at the halfback flank.
So Vinnie Kyer, as again, they do off their halfback flank, looks to go quick, and he does, straight up to the centre of the ground.
Sonini, very good.
Yeah, quite strong in there, but he's going to get done for holding the ball. He might have just tried to do slightly too much. So it's going to be, I think, Ronke there for Sale, who looks inside and finds Walker.
I think Pat Carey was a bit quick with the... I mean, Pat Carey, that's the trainer, isn't it? Peter Carey, the umpire,
so
a little bit quick with the whistle.
So Walker, does he have the distance? He's probably going to have to at least launch one from 52. Man on the mark is Carter, and he's right on the 50 arc. So
he'd want to arc around too, just to try and grab a little bit more distance as well here, Beast.
So on his approach, he's a thumping kick. Let's see if he's right, Box. He does swing slightly to his left, and he's given it a fair roost. A fair roast.
Oh, wow.
Tell you what.
You give it to that one, Beast.
It's not the Zamberos, but it's a really good finish and a thumping kick by Big Bodie Walker.
That was a good finish too, and he did exactly what we said he will do. He did arc, and I think with that, with the ruling with your stand rule, it just allows you to get that little bit more leverage on your kick too. So we know what a kind of footballer he is. Just showed us then, and that carried over the line too. So it was a thumping kick there by Walker.
And Sale's first goal has come at the 16-minute mark of the first quarter. The Metricon Homes scoreboard has the Magpies at 1-2-8, trailing at Warragul 2-1-13.
I'd be disappointed Warragul too with that as well, because they've obviously had most of the play, but it's just their turnovers that have hurt them then too. They've allowed Sale to get within a kick.
So into the ruck goes Treglown, and Wibley easily taps it down. Running onto this one is Wallace, drives it inside forward 50. The foul as a target, gets there in the end, shrugs a tackle. Goes onto the left to square it out wide and trying to find a teammate. It's a 2-on-1. Sale got the numbers now. And over the top handball gets in the hands now of Whitehill. Has a bounce on the outer side. Make it 2 bounces now. Right foot delivery. Nicely done. Although Sarong got his hand up. Will Leslie might run onto it still. His opponent keeps it in the field of play. Zambrero beckoning.
Oh.
Goodness gracious me, it's a behind. But that would have been a contender for sure. Minor score, Paul Carter.
139 Sale, trailing Warragul 2-113. Metric on home scoreboard, 18-minute mark first quarter.
So Mulqueen,
Whistle.
he's a bit unsure as to where he was going to go, but he's been told to come back, and I've got no idea what the umpire has called there. I think in that protected zone. Anyway, it's Mulqueen on his left foot, out towards the scoreboard, and he finds a teammate in Sarong. As Sarong looks to come back in board, and he does do that, and he finds Isaac Wallace. You almost find sometimes these look like a set play for Warragul.
Yep.
He comes back across this side of the ground and finds Jed Lamb, who just thumps one out wide, and it's too wide. It's going to be out on the full. So Sale are going to rebound their forward 50 once again, and it's through Jordan Descent. He finds his coach in Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson comes more in board. Finds his teammate, and he gets it back, Jack Johnson, and he's going to find Campbell. Campbell just bounced off his big chest, Campbell, but it's back to Whitehill, back to Campbell again. He just puts it on the boot. Bit of a hit and hope. Oh, spilt the mark was Hefford for Warragul, but they're good enough to gather and rebound again is Warragul. On the far side of the ground, it's a one-on-one battle, and the Bandreline's going to be the winner.
Sorry, but Hefford looked like he was taken back by a shadow then as well too, but
It was a big shadow.
it was huge.
It was Jack Leslie. What are you doing over there,
I
Boxer?
can't see. I can't see. And
He's 15
and
kilometres away
Bullfed's
from
drinking
it.
out of a can that says Bogan.
It's actually good because he stinks too, so it works in my favour.
Boundary throw in outer side. The margin's at 4 points. Warragul do lead it, but Sales had a good little 5-minute play. They go to ground as Wibley. Head over, it was McLean. Gives a handball back now to teammate there in grass. His little kick found Kaya, and now he's got some wheels. Has a bounce, runs away now from Cutler and drives it towards Stewart. Great work, Vinny Kaya, and he's gone down.
Oh, no.
Stewart's going to square it up, go to Hobbs in the goal square, but my eyes are going to go to my little mate in Vinny. Kaya's got it. Please don't be another knee for Vinny. As Kaya, as it is, comes back. Hobbs found a teammate. And Vinny Kaya is a great young kid. He's fought back from a knee, Rico, a year or so ago.
He's up and walking.
He's hobbling in the middle of the ground
Sore.
of Western
No,
Park.
he's coming off.
And this is what you don't want to see. I know Vinny had a little bit of time to do with Vinny over the years. And he's one of the best kids you'll ever meet. And I just hope it's not a knee for Vinny. Meanwhile, we've got a shot on goal. Rory Nettle is the one who received it from Hobbs. He's still limping, Vinny. So Nettle comes in. They lead by 4 at the moment. Left foot shot. He keeps it low and doesn't make the distance in the end. Wrigglesworth touched it on the line. So it's a minor score. Metric on home scoreboard.
Warragul 2-2-14, leading Sale 139, almost 21-minute mark first quarter.
So Wrigglesworth for Sale. He just strolls out, tries to get as much purchase as he can, but it's only as far as Big Wibley, who just led Jack Johnson to the footy. So it's going to be rebounded back in for the Warragul goals, as Big Wibley just nice little popped it up and found the space, and what a beautiful kick by the big ruckman. And he has found Tom Hobbs. So Tom Hobbs will line up for another one for the Warragul side. And looks like he's just gone forward and having his spell down their box. And if you can get this, that'll be two potential score involvements he's had in the space of not even a minute.
Yep,
Tom
he's
Hobbs.
goal a game too, Hobbs. It's like he just knows where the ball and the peel is, and especially the goals, I should say. He's a beautiful kick of the footy.
So the ball, Tom Hobbs, comes in, looks beautiful off the foot, and he likes it. I like it from here, and he celebrates. That's another one for Warragul and another one for Tom Hobbs.
Looks like I'm just watching the Warragul bench there too for Vinny Kaya, just to see where the attention's been at the moment. He's just gone straight inside the box there too. No ice has been put on the knee, so we're hoping that it's just might be a bit of a jar in there, because he was really full pace when he kicked that ball as well then too, Vinny.
Warragul leading by 11 points, 22-minute mark of the first quarter. The metric on home scoreboard. The goals are 3-2-20, leading Sale 1-3-9. Tom Hobbs, 8 disposals. Jack Johnson, 8 disposals.
course, they're all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute, the new MUX SUV now available on the Princess Highway in Traralgon, LMCT 10285.
I've just noticed the way you parked the vehicle too, because it is directly behind the Warragul bench today. You've stuck the arse out a bit too there, Daryl. I don't know what we're going to do there.
Yeah, I didn't want to sort of nudge it. I didn't want to put any dents into it.
Well, guess what?
So ball up, there's whistle being gone, and someone stepped in the centre square before the ball goes up. So Warragul get the free kick. Hobbs wanted the advantage, but you can't quite take the advantage there. It is going to be a free kick in the middle though to the big ruckman in Wibley. So Wibley has it right in the middle of Western Park. He's looking for a runner, and that runner is Sarong, and Leslie closed, but Sarong got his kick away. Open forward line. Oh, good body work. Sanini did really well there. Worked his player underneath it, and the youngster who will represent the Gippsland League in the Interleague Carnival very shortly in about a week's time. This kid knows how to play. Riley Sanini. He's been a good junior coming through the ranks. Just missed out on the power list this year, but he is a absolute gun player for this Warragul.
Sorry, Scott, can you just call it through, because I can't see past this light pole.
All right, I've got a good angle on it here. Riley Sanini directly in front from about 40 metres out. He's side lead by 11. You can add another 6 to that. 17-point margin now, Warragul in this opening quarter. 23 minutes have passed. Sanini with nice body work and a great finish.
They've been really dangerous inside 50. I think that's probably their third or fourth mark inside their forward 50 as well. So a nice little stat there for the goals at the minute. When they move the ball real quick inside, they're so dangerous. It's just what they do outside of that that's letting them down a little bit too. And Sale let them get away with a couple of little easy little ones as well. So we'll see what happens from here.
It's in fact 6 marks inside 50 against Sale's 2 box, so they're even more dominant than that. 4-2-26 Warragul on the Metricon home scoreboard. They're leading by 17 points over Sale 1-3-9.
So the ball back to the middle, and it's big Wibley again. Geez, he's doing a mountain of work in there. Find Hobbs. Hobbs looks to handball up to find his coach in Jed Lamb, but a bit scrappy in there by the Warragul goals. It's eventually cleared by Kobe Grass and marked further down the line. So Warragul about half forward, and they've just gone in deep and spilt mark. Well, the big fella down there in Fowler. They're going to look to go again though. They've got plenty of numbers around the footy, Warragul. Ball comes out to Hobbs, and he just puts his hand out and says, "Get out of my way," with the fend off.
Oh, that's a free.
It's nearly a push in the back.
It is.
And umpire Peter Carey is too experienced. I mean, it was blatant too. So Warragul. Sale look to clear again. They kick out to a 1-on-1, but it's a strong mark out there by Johnson. Actually, it might have been nearly a 2-on-1, so he's done quite well, Johnson. But they have nothing to go forward. He's going to look to come back in board, and he does.
Good kick.
And he finds Ronke. It's nearly 50. Ronke comes and switches the ball. They have got numbers out here if they can get going through Jack Leslie. A thumping handball over the top. Finds a teammate in Johnson. That's Caden. He goes inside forward 50 looking for Campbell. Nice little nudge out by Campbell. Can he finish? That is ugly, but it's going to work at Thomas Campbell. He just threw it on the boot. Had no idea where that was going to go, but it's gone where every good forward wanted to go, and it's gone straight through box.
Like we said, he's a bit of an enigma down forward, Campbell, as well. We've seen him do some miraculous thing, and there's nothing like that one either. But it's just the turnovers from Warragul at the same time. They had all the play inside 50 and just a couple of little misdemeanors down back, and it's cost them as well, and it was all led through Jack Johnson as well.
And we find an 11-point lead for Warragul at the 26-minute mark of the first quarter. They are 4-2-26. Sale now up to 2-3-15, and that's on the Metricon home scoreboard.
Bit of a ripper of a game being played down at Marvel Stadium too in the AFL, thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. It's the Bombers just on three-quarter time, 11-7-73. They trailed the Suns 12-4-76.
So umpire Peter Carey puts it back up. Leslie taps this one down, but Wibley roved it. Hobbs got it. Gave a quick one across now to Stewart. Out to Carter. Out back now to Lamb. All by hand. Now the kick from Lamb goes to Stern. He keeps his feet. He's got a little bit of grass in front of him if he can clean. And he's not. He just hesitated and fumbled. And the Magpies now come in. Rigglesworth gives Amble over the top to Rhodes. And now through Cutler. Delivered a half forward. Nicely done. That was Rand who gave it off to Whitehill. Delivery. Inside 50. Missed the target. Ball in dispute. Top of the 50. Attacking it hard. Nicely done. There was Johnson. Shuffled it forward to Treglown. He gives a handball across now. The don't argue from Rand's not going to work on Hobbs. And Hobbs got him in the back.
How unlucky is that? Because Hobbs laid the perfect tackle, And his sale opponent then, I don't know who 19 is.
Cooper Rand. Yep.
Rand, like he tried to fend off originally
Yep.
too as well. So luck's of fortune for the young fella.
Cooper Rand. Jack Johnson just said, have a go at it. And Rand said, I'm not sure I got the distance in me from 50, young Cooper. But Johnson backs him in. It's going to go from right on 50. Johnson's kick hasn't quite got the distance. Leslie's there, Masterson though. Drops the mark, in trouble, drags it in, holding the footy, incoming.
Yep.
Umpire will say, holding the ball. And that is a good decision by the umpire there. He dropped it, went to knees, dragged it in. Masterson can argue, but that's exactly what happened. And when you drop a mark that you shouldn't, you're in all sorts of strife.
It's 2 marks this quarter for the Warragul side. They should have taken inside 50, and it's cost them a goal the first time. And it's probably like it's going to cost them another goal this time as well.
So Geordie Descent on a slight angle, only 15 metres out from goal. They trail by 11. To get it back into single digits, hit the upright. Slammed into the post, the right-hand side. The minor score, Metricon home scoreboard says
2-4-16 to 4-2-26.
Sarong looks to just clear his defensive 50, looking for his big fella in Fowler, but it's going to be a Bandry throw-in.
Yeah,
not a bad result.
Lang came off the bench, and those boys weren't expecting a freight train right there.
As Vinny Kaya looks like he's got the boots off and he's got the hoodie on, so his day's definitely done today. Let's just hope it's not anything too serious. The boundary umpire brings the ball back in. It's Leslie. Probably got the chocolates over Big Wilby there. Really strong tackle laid there by Shannon Lang. And we're going to get a repeat stoppage. As Peter Carey just takes his time to get there. He's in no hurry. He is now.
Oh.
And I believe that was the siren.
Wait, was it premature?
It was a one it was a one hit of the button, and the umpire's looking up going, what are you doing?
There we go.
Okay.
Siren sounds. 29 and a half minutes it went. We had a little bit of a buzz and then a longer buzz of the siren. But 29 minutes, the score at quarter time is 4-2-26 Warragul. The home side lead by 10 points. So 2-4-16. It is Gippsland Live on your Saturday afternoon. All thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
To take a look at the top 5 goals of the week, round 11. Number 1, Caleb McIntosh here from Warragul. A beautiful ball came in, didn't take the mark, but he didn't give up. He sticks out the left shoe and puts it on. Number 2, beautiful work from Noah Christie from Mafra. Did well in the pack, sprinted away and put it home. A brilliant snag. Number 3, Aidan Williams from Leongatha, tracking the ball down and then snapping over his head. Beautiful work. Number 4, Liam Willerton here from Traralgon. Beautiful stuff, receiving the hand pass and sending it all the way home.
Good enough to get on the hands. Handballs across to Willerton. He's bellied the ball.
I'll tell you what, it's gone through. It's going to get through.
It's going to get through. And that is a Zambro.
Number 5, Tom Blenheim from Bairnsdale. A beautiful come through the pack on the outside of the shoe, just shaping that around. Great goal.
Clearances, 5 disposals each to Sean Masterson and Isaac Wallace, and 4 to Liam Sarong, 3 to Kobe Grass. For Sale, the coach Jack Johnson, 9 disposals, 6 each to Shannon Lang and Cooper Whitehill, 5 to Jack Leslie and 4 to Will Leslie.
Thanks very much, Paul. And, of course, here's some scores for around the grounds. Nick Lucino's working his wonders there. Just before we get there, obviously an injury update out of the Warragul camp. I have had a text message come through that it's not a knee for Vinny Kai, it's a hamstring. So that is, look, he has come back from a hamstring as well, but still great news because you don't want to see another season-ending knee injury there for Vinny. Over to you, Nick Lucino, for scores around the grounds. Harvey Norman Furniture.
Yeah, thanks, Scudman. In the Gippsland League, it is Druin. 2-1-13, they trail Wonthaggi 4-1-25. Leongatha 6-3-39 to Bairnsdale 2-2-14. And Moe 5-2-32 to Mafra 2-4-16. In the Mid-Gippsland Football League, Tarwin 1-2-8, they trail Yannar 2-2-14. Fish Creek 1-4-10, small lead over Ballara 1-1-7. Tura 5-1-31 to Hill End 3-3-21. River North 4-3-27 to Newborough 1-1-7. Foster 8-1-49 to more or less 1-1-7. They have got a reunion there today, which I was a part of in 2005 for the Premiership reunion. So hopefully the boys are all listening and having a couple of frothies while they're there. Danny Miller was the coach.
Well, I hope they're playing. They might need to get out there. If
they might have to, if those players there. They probably still get a kick, though, half of those blokes there too. So not Danny, because he's got legs like chicken. But anyway, Stony Creek 1-3-9 to Thorpedale 7-6-48. In the North Gippsland Football League, Sale City 8-6-54 to Gormandale, just the 1 point. Churchill 1 point to Hayfield 8-3-51. Yarram 3-4-22 to Cowra 6-3-39. Rosedale 3-3-21. They trial Glengarry 4-2-26. Woodside 1-5-11 to TTU, just the 3 points.
All right, second quarter is about to get underway for the Moe Racing Club. Here's Daniel Hutchison.
The ball goes up. Big throw too by the umpire. Wibley was the winner of that tap. It's going to be a ball up, so repeat. Pretty much right in the centre circle again. The players will... I don't know what they're doing down there. Jack Johnson looks like he's got a boot issue. He just tosses the ball down. So the umpire goes again. And it's Jack Leslie this time. Well competed by the two Rovers in Shannon Lang and Tom Hobbs. But it's going to be Tom Hobbs this time, who just follows up his own handball. Clever by him. Finds a teammate out wide in Kobe Grass, and he looks to go inside forward 50 unopposed to a one-on-one right at the top of the goal square. It's going to be well gathered there by Sale, and that's going to be Tom Wrigglesworth, who gets it over to Egg Smith. He
Patterson.
finds a teammate in, it was Tatterson. Tackled very, very hard just as he kicked it, but good enough to find Johnson. That's Jack Johnson. He looks to go inside again, and that was successful. He finds a teammate, and they look to go out wide again. So a little bit of cat and mouse here by Sale, and it's going to be Ben Hall with the footy, and he just goes down the line. And it's only It is going to be a free kick. So it's going to be a free kick, I think, to Sale. And it's going to be Jack Leslie. I think Big Wibbly just shepherded him out of the way. So Jack Leslie's got the ball right in front of the coach's boxes. Right of the radio. He hasn't got a lot of movement down forward, so it's going to hit the boundary line. And that's where he goes, in that direction. And he happens to find a teammate. Looks like Jordan Descent. And he does find Jordan Descent. He just plucked that out of nowhere and he handballs it off to Bodie Walker. And Walker struck one from 50. Just hit the left upright.
Minor score.
2-5-17 Sale. This is on the Murray Racing Club scoreboard. 9 points in arrears of Warragul, 4-2-26.
So Warragul transfer the footy out by hand. They get it to Carter in the end, who kicks it towards the wing. Jordan Stewart, strong mark in front of his opponent. Plays on quickly. He's got Fowler with a little bit of space on Hutchins. It's one-on-one. Good work by Hutchins. Although he went to ground, they tap it forward to Warragul. Magpies do well. Stood tall there was Thomas Glenn. And we'll have a ball up now inside forward 50 for the Warragul side. They lead by 9.
Nice player, Jordan Stewart, too. He's good overhead and hit the ground running as well, too. So well-balanced player.
He's been a big inclusion for him. Just helps the balance of this Warragul forward line. Igmalesi Smith from that stoppage. Kicks it high. Oh, tried to fly over the back. Just shoved his knee into the back there. Wallace did on Whitehill. Running over the top of it there was Hall. Whitehill had to come and help him. And Wallace is there as well. The umpire will have no other opportunity to pay a free kick, but he'll pay my ball up. So margin is at 9. It's 3 minutes into the second quarter, and Warragul lead it. Leslie taps it down. Lang tried to run onto it, picked off though by Warragul in grass. They go to half forward, looking for the target. There was on that occasion Hefford, couldn't complete the mark. Now Sale through hands, got partially smothered though. Now Hobbs gets it, does a don't argue, gives it to Lamb, and the halfback flanker loves a goal. On this occasion though, he's errant, and it's through for a minor score.
Back to the quarter-time margin of 10 points on the Murray Racing Club scoreboard. Warragul 4-3, leading Sale at 2-5.
I just feel that Warragul's on the verge. I reckon if they can get a goal or two early now, I reckon they can break this game right open.
You're right. However, it's. I
just feel there's a feeling like there's something not there.
Yeah,
it's not working.
Not clicking at the moment.
Yep.
And the Magpies probably sense that and desperate for a goal to open up this second quarter. But it's coming back in with a bit of interest from Warragul. The targets will be Stern. There is nicely done by Wrigglesworth. Trainer handballs, although quickly picked off by Tatterson. Advantage will be paid to the Magpies. It gets over the top now to the runner there of Cantwell. He's kicked to open space. Campbell's the one. Handballs over his shoulder. Wibley's there with big Jack Leslie. Wibley picks it up and gets tackled by Leslie. And that footy ain't coming out quickly.
Wouldn't want to be between those two, would you?
No. Ball up, out of wing.
Could think of better places to be on a Saturday Arvo, Paul, couldn't you?
You could.
And it's about as far as possible from where we sit.
Well, they're arguing over a Big Mac.
So the umpire throws it back aloft, and it's going to be Warragul through Hobbs. No, sorry, that's Wallace. They look very, very alike, them two boys. And they come inside centre of the ground. It's going to be one by Warragul.
Grass.
Far too good by Grass. And he takes 2 bounces, comes inside 50, puts it on the left boot, looks for Fowler. Fowler just probably held his lead up a little bit. He could have nearly got to that. Goes back to Grass and back to Grummich, who just grabs the ball along the ground to no advantage at all. Maybe Sale's advantage, but they do have the numbers, Warragul. And if they can just get the ball clear of this little stoppage, they're going to have the numbers. But it's Shannon Lang for Sale, who just balls his way through.
Free kick.
And he's going to get a free kick. So it takes Shannon Lang against 4 to win the footy back for Sale.
There's a bit of a lesson there for young kids too.
Correct.
That might be listening or
committed.
Yep, watching. You just attack the footy and be committed.
So, sorry, Daryl.
You're up.
So Lang finds a teammate out near the coach's box, and that's going to be Cutler. Cutler comes back in board and it's going to be turned over. He finds Wallace for Warragul. Geez, he's been busy, Paul. So Wallace looks to come straight down this side of the ground. It's going to be, I think, touched, Daryl. Yeah, it has gone over the line.
Just want to go back to that little incident then before there too with Fowler and his lead. He did hold the lead up. So, you know, if you're going to be committed as a forward, commit to your lead, make that context, because him just holding up, allow the Sale defenders to come in. So just really important that you do that. 6 minutes in the second quarter for the Murray Racing Club. Wibley got it, handballed across now to Hobbs, back to his twin. They're going to pay
a free kick to Warragul.
It's not really a twin. One's wearing yellow boots
Yep.
and one's wearing pink boots.
I don't know if that...
Well, twins can wear different colour shoes.
They definitely can.
They can still be twins, but they...
That's how the
But
twin thing works. But anyway.
you're saying to me that you're finding it hard to work out who's who. Well, one's wearing the brightest pair of boots.
Yeah, that's a different argument. Yep,
So
we'll give
that's
you that.
your argument,
Yep,
okay?
that's
We've got a boundary thrown right in front of us.
Just get back behind that pillar, will you?
I can't see.
Margin is at 10 points. Warragul lead it. Tapped down by Wibley. Does some groundwork again. He's working hard. Stewart attacked it at pace. Squeezed a handle out to Grass. Grass that's left foot kick. Goes in the direction of Fowler.
Fowler. Do you need me to just take
Yeah,
over,
you might
Daryl?
need to. I just,
All right, you get some Gatorade here.
He was just trying to win that front position, right? He was trying to win that front position. And I just want to know if I can do that. I can. Look.
All right, as Box just decides to pull me pants down, but that's okay. We'll get on with it. So Sale will look to rebound, but only as far as Stewart, who takes off and has a shot.
Oh.
Disgusting kick off the foot. But he's going to find Isaac Wallace, who just, like all good Rovers, he was in the right spot, right time. Slams it on his left boot, straight in for another one for Warragul.
It's like he clean bowled the whole lot of them, didn't he, Beast? And the kick wasn't great at all by Stewart. But he's a nice player, Isaac Wallace. He found himself in the right position, left footer, and made it look nice and easy in the end.
Taking Warragul's lead out to 16 points at the 7-minute mark of the second quarter. The Murray Racing Club scoreboard has Warragul at 5-3-33, leading Sale 2-5-17.
Can I have one of your freckles?
I'll get my breathing right as long as I take a breath when my mouth is open. I'll be okay.
And I will apologise to Brock too, who'll do our editing of our cameras during the week. He's going to see a side of me that he wishes he never would have. But anyway,
we've got a 16-point margin here down at Western Park, and the ball goes back to the middle again. Hobbs is there with Lang. That's a good matchup. Lang on this occasion wins it, scoops it out to Whitehill. Has to go again, does Lang, and Whitehill works well. They work you well in tandem. Square and kick out wide was nice and neat to Cantwell. Cantwell's kick to an open wing area. And he can find Rand, although he dropped the mark, steps back inboard, nicely done. Gives a handball to Whitehill. And Whitehill's kick to Will Leslie. One bite. Couldn't get the second, but the attack on the footy was okay. Carter grabbed him though. Grummich was there to give a handball for Warragul. They get it going forward, but coming in the other direction was Cantwell. And through weight of numbers, the Magpies are going to win this one through. Leslie's handball, though, missed the target. Hobbs goes to ground, squeezes the handball out. It's scrappy. It's tough footy. And the free kick will now be paid Warragul's way, and it's going to go Rory Nettles' way.
I'd say it's very similar, though. Is Whitehill and Lang, both of them
yes, they are.
very similar in the way they play.
And colour boots too. Box, well done, well picked up. It's going to be Carter for Warragul, who just steps through some traffic across his half-back line. Handballs over to Masterson. Close to over the shoulder, but not paid. It's going to be Carter again.
Good pick up.
And Stewart will get the relieving kick for the goals. He looks wide, finds a teammate in Stern. That looks like a good battle out there as well. He's Stern and Wrigglesworth. It's going to be Warragul via the left foot. And they're going to be very scrappy in there. But somehow got a handball up, and Tom Hobbs is going to be the...
Yeah.
There he is. He's going to finish it beautifully. He was right in front. Expect nothing less from Tom Hobbs, the quality player he is.
I'm going to give that as a contender. I'll give that as a contender for the Zambero goal of the day. As I look at Egg Molessi-Smith, he had a head clash just prior to that goal being kicked. He looks a little bit shaken up by that as well, but great finish there. The midfield are really getting on top here now for the goals.
And Warragul leading by 22 points. We're 10 minutes into the second quarter, 6-3-39, leading Sale 2-5-17. The old joke about the guy who's dating a twin, and his mate asked him, how do you tell the difference between your twin and...
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Her brother's got a beard.
Thank goodness for that.
You got that out, Paul.
Jokes from me, Paul. Thanks.
So back to the middle we go. As Warragul, as we said, starting to get on top. Must be a great luxury to have this Warragul side. We've got a secondary stoppage, mind you. But Tom Hobbs is a genuine goal-kicking midfielder. He is an absolute beast of a player and would, well, he'd certainly be up there in the Trude Award and Rodder Medal stakes at this stage. Halfway through the year, Jack Johnson there, goes to ground, got the free kick.
Scott, I think right now, Will Leslie's been wasted down forward for Sale. Well, why don't they just do the swap with Egg Molessi-Smith and with Leslie maybe, just to give him a little bit of run off half-back.
Yep, they do need it. Johnson went short to Walker, and Walker's going to go... He doesn't know which way to go in the end. He's going to go lateral to Egg Smith, who looked like he might have been coming to the boundary.
I reckon he still
interchange.
is.
He definitely was.
And he decided to get a kick. Why not? The left footer. He's going to step around Stewart with ease, get back onto the left and drive it inside. Forward 50. Leslie's the target. Big Jack. Well roved by Shannon Lang. Gets around one. There is your Zambrero. Goal of the day. Done and dusted. Shannon Lang with a rove, with a breaking tackle, and from 45 around his body. There is class. Tom Hobbs at one end, Shannon Lang at the other end. Gotta love this game.
That had a little bit more class than Hobbs' last goal as well, because what no one could see in Radio Land there was he picked that ball on the half volley as well at full pace. So there's a bit of class factor about Shannon Lang, and we did speak about it pre-game. I'm pretty sure I said that he would do that prior to the game starting.
Sorry, Boxer, I try to paint the picture for our radio listeners
You painted it
as well,
beautifully. You painted it beautifully. I'm just saying you could have painted it better.
Warragul leading by 16 points, 11-minute mark, second quarter. It's 39-23.
It wasn't a traditional snap around the corner, was it? It was a round his body.
Drop punt.
So we're back in the centre. Jack Johnson is going to be legged, and they're going to pay the advantage. It's going to be Jack Leslie. He looks to go inside forward 50. Can he find Campbell? No, he can't, because Masterson just got a hand in right in time. And we're going to get a stoppage. About 30 out from Sale's goal, far end. As I pull the binoculars up, oh, there's an ice cream truck up there. I know where I'm going at half time.
Right over near the netball court as well, down here at Western Park.
It is. As the umpire tosses up, Jack Leslie gets his hand there over Wibley and Sale. Going to have another snap on goal. They do. And it's going to be Ben Hall, I believe. No, it's not. It's Cooper Rand. He's got the helmet on. The only bloke with the helmet on, and I'll still get it wrong. Cooper Rand, beautifully roved off the pack. Nice little snap around the body. It wasn't a Shannon Lang type snap, but it was pretty bloody good.
They've taken advantage, though. They've got the balls inside 3 times now for 3 goals in a row. Is that three in a row there for the Sale? Two in a row.
2 each this quarter.
2 each. So, no, it was a great little finish there. They've got themselves right back into this game now, Sale.
Yeah, they've scored each time they've gone forward box. The first one, the ball actually hit the post in the last 2 goals. So it's back to a 10-point lead in Warragul's favour on the Murray Racing Club scoreboard. 6-3-39 to Sale 4-5-29.
It's a tough game for the Magpies. They must win centre clearances. But when they do, they're a chance to kick goals. And how long can they do that for? Well, they're going to win it again. Wrigglesworth will chip kick over the top. Lang's starting to have a big influence. A nice handball to a teammate. That was Treglown. He left it and got caught holding the footy. It was hot. And the free kick's going to go Wallace's way.
I really struggle with this new rule, Scud. Do you agree that once you've got the ball, you've got clean possession and you've got prior?
I don't agree with it.
No.
That's the rule. And you've got to get rid of it. Masterson gives a handball across now to Stewart. His right foot kick from Zach goes down the line. Good body work from Wrigglesworth. Takes the mark, and Stern and Wrigglesworth, good battles. A couple of really good one-on-ones this afternoon, and that's what we want to see. The Magpies have fought back in the last couple of minutes. They trail by 10. Tatterson has it for the Magpies at half-back flank, kicking towards the city end of the ground here at Western Park. Goes backwards again to Hutchins. Hutchins with the switch continue, or Tatterson had to wait for it. Now his handball misses. So the free kick's going to go against Jordan Stewart. And to Hutchins.
Unlucky.
Give a forward handball to Tatterson, who ran on. Good work by the youngster. Goes to half forward. Masterson comes off his man, gets one hand up and wins the footy. Back to Sarong he goes. By hand he gets across to Hefford. Hefford's kick to the outer side where Zach Stewart's got plenty of space. Marks, kicks, Stern direction, finds him. Build-up has been good so far on the outer side. Hobbs presents towards the scoreboard. Stern will kick over his head to Fowler. And Fowler, with some good body work, takes the mark. He just put one hand out, protected the drop zone, and took really an uncontested mark in the end.
Yeah, Hutchins has done a pretty good job on him so far too, considering the amount of inside 50s Warragul's had. And I just find that he's underestimated young Hutchins. He's done a really good job. He's just got a great build on him too. Good physique. Fowler, he can just take advantage of that too.
This is Braden Fowler pointing towards the Gippsland Live commentary team if he kicks this. On the boundary line, but only 25 metres out with a banana on its way. No, he missed it. You could tell by the head it went straight down as it come off the boot. It's a minor score. Moe Racing Club scoreboard. They've got a new cup date, and that is on Sunday, the 16th of November. Tickets and packages now on sale.
Warragul 6-4-40 to 4-5-29.
Tatterson holds the ball and he plays on out of full back. So Tatterson for Sale. Bit of an ugly-looking ball. He's looking
Gonna
for
work.
Jack Leslie, but it's going to be Will Leslie who gets the ball, and they're out. They are absolutely out. If Will can just gather this footy in a nice little chip over and finds his brother in Jack, who handballs off and finds Cutler, who goes inside forward 50. Thomas Campbell. Just nudged his opponent slightly under the ball, and beautifully done by Campbell.
Very well done. He got actually caught behind, so he was able to push on the side without giving away the free. We spoke about him in that first quarter. He's quite capable, Campbell. He's very, very capable. This is what he can do very well.
It's a great passage of play from the Magpies.
Absolutely,
full back.
The best we've seen today, by far. So Campbell, fairly deep inside the forward pocket as he comes in. It looks nice off the boot. That looks straight. But he's just held to the right for a minor. Paul Carter.
10-point lead to Warragul, 6-4-40 to Sale 4-6-30.
Anybody want some honey water? Like, got honey in it. It's good for your throat. Daryl?
Are we fine? Thank you, Nick.
Have you been drinking it, Nick? Then I will not have anything been on your mouth.
And it's still warm. I use water.
Well, it's in a thermos, mate. That's what they do.
It's not a thermos.
Jed Lamb kicks it out to Masterson. And Masterson. So I'll just peel back off the mark here. Oof. And Masterson goes to the outer side. Genuine one-on-one. Stern and Wrigglesworth gets over the back.
Sorry.
Turn your mic off.
We're going to freak.
That come from nowhere. Sorry, that was a honey.
I can't even hold me binoculars straight here.
Zach Stewart on the outer side. There is a dump button for a reason, Box. Please use it.
They come up too quick.
Otherwise, you'll be down the other side of this pavilion at Western Park that we're in. Stewart's kick found Sarong. And Sarong on the outer side, kicks towards the top of the 50. Egg Smith in front. Spot. Fowler tried to hang her.
Settle down, Braden.
Shoved Egg Smith in the back. That was very ambitious.
I think you've got in your head, Daryl, Fowler. I think every time he goes into the footy, he thinks, point to that commentary box when you do something good.
Fowler, Egg Smith is just a little bit hurt too here. Might have got him right in the coccyx.
That's in the back, Nick. So the Egg. Just nice little touchy footy inside and finds Cooper Whitehill, who gives it back off to Egg Smith, who continues to run. He's pressured by big Braden Fowler, but not enough as the ball finds Jack Johnson. Right in front of the Sale coach's box is Johnson. He looks to come back in board, back to Egg Smith. We've got a perfect spot here to see what he does, and a beautiful kick. Finds a teammate in Harry Ronke. Geez, he's a nice kick of the footy, Egg Smith. As Ronke looks to go inside forward 50.
Big pack.
There's a lot of Warragul jumpers around that pack. And rightly so, they win the ball. So they look to spread, and they do.
Gee, open forward line, Bruce.
Absolutely open forward line. Kyle McLean, he finds a teammate in Stewart who takes the mark and plays on straight away. Has a flying shot on goal, but it's not going to be good enough. It's going to be a minor.
An 11-point lead to Warragul on the Murray Racing Club scoreboard, 6-5-41, leading Sale 4-6-30, 19.5-minute mark, second quarter.
Moe Cup on the 16th of November. Tickets and packages now on sale. The new Crozer Track Terrace.
Try that.
No, I'm not getting anywhere near your honey.
Yeah, try
I know what happened last time you did it. I'll be all good. No, I'll be fine. I'm not touching it. Wrigglesworth comes to the near side.
What about the drink?
The target is, big fly over the back there by Rand. Couldn't complete it. Goes towards Johnson. Johnson gets it back now to Hall. Hall's handball. It's a hospital one over the top. Stands well, does Rand, and gives a nice handball across. It was Johnson to Whitehill. Put his teammate under a little bit of pressure in Dobson. Has to go and fight for it. Hobbs comes in. And they got him high. That was the supporters of Warragul saying they got him high. The umpire disagreed. And we'll have a ball up.
You know what my summation of this game is so far?
What is it?
It's like ordering a meal and it's missing something. Like salt or
gravy or something.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like salt.
It's just missing something.
It's a missing salt that you generally put on yourself in a restaurant box.
Here's Grass.
I don't know.
From the stoppage, Grass got it off the outside of the boot, although Stewart just waits for it, gathers it, steps around one, hard up, well done.
Tell you what.
Jordan Stewart in a tight space, eventually gets it through. And Jordan Stewart's got 2 this afternoon to join Tom Hobbs with 2 for the Warragul side. But more importantly, the margin gets out to 17, Box.
He definitely was hard up against that boundary line as well too, Scuddy. Was in a really tough position, but good balance again. He kept his feet, and a much-needed goal then too. They've really penetrated their inside 50s over the last 5 or so minutes here to the goals, and with no avail, but a nice finish there by Stewart.
And it takes Warragul out to a 17-point lead at the 21-minute mark of the second quarter. The Murray Racing Club scoreboard has the goals 7-5-47, leading Sale 4-6-30.
That is the second time, though, we've seen a forward lead up at the footy and then just stop and double back and try to get it on the half volley. So, not sure why they do it. But anyway, he knows what he's doing as Stewart and kicks a goal. So we're back in the centre of the ground here at Western Park, and it's Jack Leslie has the better of Wibley on this occasion. It's going to be a free kick because he's... Oh, it's not. I thought it was going to be a sling tackle.
You might
Wibley on the Shannon Lang, but he's actually pulled holding the ball. So it's going to be a free kick to the ruckman Wibley for Warragul, right in the centre of the ground, as he's got Shannon Lang holding the ball. So we're going to head back into the middle. The umpire gets a possession, throws it back to the big fella in Wibley. Sarong around the outside and goes deep inside forward 50, but it's going to be gathered by Egmalesi Smith, who throws it on the right boot, just looks to kick to space, tries to find a teammate in Rhodes, unsuccessful, and it's going to be turned over by Mulqueen to Tom Hobbs. So another kick for Tom Hobbs. He goes into the pocket and finds Stewart. He's having a good little patch, Stewart, and he's definitely going to go back and have a shot here. You cannot...
It's not a tough corner. I don't. It's just the way the pockets are made up here at Warragul.
Yeah,
you've got enough.
Absolutely, you do. You can see the goal
territory there.
It's very open here. It's definitely drop punt territory box. Although this day and age, it's
a step around too.
It could be. Yep. So Stewart comes in. He's going to drop punt, and it's just going to bring it to the near side for a minor score for Warragul.
18-point lead to Warragul now. We're at the 23-minute mark of this second quarter, 7-6-48 to 4-6-30, Murray Racing Club scoreboard.
And Wrigglesworth drives it to open space, and he's kicked it 90 metres. And now Masterson from half back for the Warragul side get on the end of this one. He goes back towards Grass, who then goes backwards to Sarong. They're going to bounce this around. Lamb's got it at centre half back for the Warragul side. He goes inboard. He's going to miss the target at the toes there of Sanini. Good enough to pick it up on the hop. Gets it inboard to Garner. He quickly got tackled by Johnson. And the advantage, Bodie Walker will kick it inside forward 50. What are we doing?
The umpire's called a ball up.
A ball up for that tackle. Now, this is what we spoke about before. When
you serious?
Yep, he's called a ball up.
Because I think he's blown the whistle and not actually knowing what he's blown it for. He's called the whole thing back.
Yeah, well, that's fair. I didn't even hesitate in my call and thought that the play was continuing on. So we're going to have an inside forward 50 easily. Now Wibley just grabs it out of the ruck, and all of a sudden Warragul go inside forward 50. At the toes of Wallace. Works hard at ground level as he tries to get a handball out. Nicely done, Egmalesi Smith. And now to Whitehill. To Egmalesi Smith to Lang. And Lang's dumping kick to half forward. Body work there from Mulqueen. Couldn't complete the mark. Handballs to open space. Rand's there. Runs onto it. On the outside of the right boot. 1-on-1. Geordie Descent. Marks. Plays on. It's Jack Leslie in the end. And Jack Leslie has given away a free kick.
He's called a shove.
Yeah, that's a push in the back against Masterson. Now, Leslie kicked it. This should be 50, wouldn't you think?
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
If you hear the whistle and then you kick the goal, that's 50 every day of the week. But
it definitely is, Daryl, and I can't exactly blame the crowd for not being able to hear the whistle because there's not much atmosphere down that end of the ground. As Warragul look to come outside and they find Mulqueen. He's just going to use his left foot and come back inboard and finds Grummich. Grummich looks for Tom Hobbs, who's just spilt the mark.
Geez, we've seen some drop marks this afternoon.
We have, and it's not generally the bloke on the end of it and Tom Hobbs. Yeah. You usually trust that fella to do anything on a footy field.
I saw nothing wrong with what Leslie just did then because Thomas Campbell did exactly the same thing in the pocket only 10 minutes earlier and the mark was paid.
Well, you can use your hands. You're just not allowed to shove and push, which is what I thought he didn't do. As the ball comes back into play, it's another whistle. No, it's not. But Jack Johnson's in there, and it looks like a bit of a wrestling match right now. And it's going to be Cooper Whitehill with a relieving handball. And Sale somehow squeeze it out of that passage of play.
Here they go.
And they're off. They're off. Right down forward through Cantwell. And Cantwell looks for Leslie, who's just got the better of Masterson. Wow. He's got some pace too, and he goes,
there you go.
Runs straight into an open goal. Nice little banana kick. He could have kicked that any way he wanted. He was never going to miss that one. Jack Leslie gets himself on the scoreboard for the Magpies.
Gee, that was a good goal. And the ball coming quick. He actually worked his well into the front position too, Leslie, and we thought he was going to get to the ball as well. But to win the ball back on a one-on-one with the Masterson, who's got some great pace as well, it was a great finish.
Margin now 12 points in the shadows of half-time, which played 26 minutes of the second quarter. 7-6-48 Warragul to 5-6-36 Sale, Moe Racing Club scoreboard.
Just hanging around to the Magpies. They're doing enough to stay in this competition, in this game, I should say. It's 3 goals each in the quarter. And they, as we just heard from Paul Carter, they trail by 12. So back to the middle again. Treglown does the ruck work for Sale, got high. Whitehill does well. Handball's out wide now to Cutler. And Cutler's right foot kick. Leading targets. Johnson. Is it Johnson? It's Geordie Descent. Yep, Geordie Descent strong down there. And the key players for the Magpies are standing up when they need to. Whitehill in the middle of the ground. Geordie Descent, Jack Leslie forward. And of course, Shannon Lang.
All those plays you just mentioned, Daryl, but they still just can't get within striking distance of the goals at this minute.
They trail by 12 as Geordie Descent comes in directly in front from 45 metres out, and it's just going to fade away to the right. It's a minor score. Moe Racing Club scoreboard this afternoon. Young members, they've just got a little bit more exciting with the new young members enclosure about to open for the new season at the Moe Racing Club.
5-7-37 Sale to 7-6-48 Warragul. Warragul's won the quarter by 1 point.
Just hope the ice cream bar is not far behind it at the Moore Bowls Club. Or bowling club, I should say, because that was a good feature. So Jed Lamb, the coach of Warragul, kicks it long and strong and finds Carter. Beautiful mark. Beautiful contested mark by Carter for Warragul. He looks to come back in board and finds a teammate in Sanini. Sanini handballs off, and they look to go back through the centre of the ground. They find Hefford. So Hefford, they look to go quick again. Finds a teammate in Tom Stern, who's playing high up the ground. He just thumps it long and looks for a teammate in Stewart, who's shoved under the ball, but umpire didn't see it, not paid. So they handball back and find Tom Hobbs. He's going to, short little kick, and he's going to find Stewart in the end. So good work by Stewart. He's pushed off under the ball, and he just doubled back and got himself back involved in the play again.
Surely this is too far out. Tight angle, I should say. I thought the 50 was where he was going to kick from, but
yeah, he's deceiving those lines. The drain lines, are they drainage lines on the ground?
You're right, it got me.
So Jordan Stewart
Gotcha.
looks to come back in board, and it's unfortunately not good enough.
Siren sounds. 28-minute mark of the second quarter, and Paul Warragul win the quarter. Yep.
By a point.
By a point.
10 points at quarter time. They lead by 11 at half.
All right, they only lead it by a point. One extra point they added from that quarter time. It is 7-6-48 Warragul, and they lead Sale 5-7-37. It's half time, and both sides will go in, reset, and come back out for 2 big quarters to go here in round 12 of the Gippsland League. You're listening to Gippsland Live on TRFM across Gippsland and the Valley. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday afternoon like we are here. All thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
To take a look at the top 5 goals of the week, round 11. Number 1, Caleb McIntosh here from Warragul. A beautiful ball came in, didn't take the mark, but he didn't give up. He sticks out the left shoe and puts it out. Number 2, beautiful work from Noah Christie from Mafra. Did well in the pack, sprinted away and put it home. A brilliant snag. Number 3, Aiden Williams from Leongatha, tracking the ball down and then snapping over his head. Beautiful work. Number 4, Liam Willerton here from Traralgon. Beautiful stuff, receiving the hand pass and sending it all the way home.
Good enough to get on the hands. Handballs across to Willerton. He's bellied the ball.
I'll tell you what,
It's gone through.
it's going to get through.
It's going to get through. And that is a Zam.
Number 5, Tom Blenheim from Bairnsdale. A beautiful come through the pack on the outside of the shoe, just shaping that around. Great goal.
games today. What have you got, Nick?
I've got for you that on Thursday night in an absolute boring game.
I think I just mentioned that, Nick.
Oh, you
How
don't
about
want that?
Today's game
Today's
will be
game,
handy.
Well, it was a very handy, good game today too by the Gold Coast Suns. Today they go on their merry way by 41 points over the Bombers. It was 18-7, 115. A good win away from home too against the Bombers, 11-8-74. The main game is up next, so Scud. At 4:15. Haven't started just yet. It's 4:15. It's only 3:40 at the moment.
4:15, yes.
Yeah, okay. That's
blockbuster.
Okay. It's a blockbuster. 5th versus 17th. The Cats take on the Tigers this afternoon. I'm waiting to hear back from Popplestone to see if he wanted to have a little bit of a wager on it, and I haven't heard a absolutely brass razoo. What about you, Scud? Anything that you want to do?
I wouldn't have thought so. No, the Tigers aren't.
I'll give you 6 goals in.
I'll probably need 8.
8.
Give me 8.
8.
Just quickly, you guys, some of you won't be with us tomorrow. Actually, you will be, Nick.
I will
Beast
be.
won't be. Morwell and Traralgon, who wins?
Oh, my heart says Morwell, but I think if I had to be smart about this, Daryl, I haven't actually seen Morwell play a good game, a 4-quarter game, since maybe early in the year, and I think for them to be able to take it up against a really red-hot Traralgon team is going to be pretty challenging. I think Traralgon will get the job done tomorrow.
Right. Nick Lucchino, you'll be with us tomorrow afternoon. Of course, Timmy Sexton will join us at 2:30 for the big game, and Paul Carter, the number one stats man in the business, will be with us as well. And if this voice holds out, Boxer, I'll be with you as well. But
perfect.
We'll see how we go. We might call someone in off the interchange bench, maybe. Third quarter for McDonald's is about to get underway. You can try McCafe's new blend today. It's smoother, bolder, better. I'm loving it. And this game of footy's pretty good at the moment. We've got a free kick to start things off in the third. It's going the Magpies' way, and it's Cooper Whitehill. He's going to go short to the big ruckman in Jack Leslie. He wants a runner. Tatterson provided that, didn't get it. Now he'll kick over the top. He's going to look for Rhodes. Rhodes can't complete the mark. His second effort was okay. He's going to come back inboard on the right. It's a wobbly kick inside. Whitehill with a clean grab. Gives it to Campbell. Campbell on the right, snapping over his right shoulder. Is it touched? Or just got a hand on it, Mulqueen. Good start, though, by the Pies. It's a minor score, though. 10 points is the margin. McDonald's scoreboard. They play on quickly. Hefford drives it down the line looking for and couldn't find on that occasion Stewart. A good spoil by Tatterson, boundary throw in. That's what you want to see from the Pies to start this third quarter. We know this is a really danger part of the game for them. They haven't been good in third quarters year to date.
And I'm sure they talked about that at the halftime break. They're in striking distance of Warragul as the ball comes back in, and there's big Wibbly again who just plays in front as the ruckman. Gets a scrappy old kick down to a teammate there in Isaac Wallace. Wallace handballs off to Hobbs, and Hobbs goes backwards towards Hefford. And Hefford just goes down the line and finds Wallace again, who just comes in on his left foot, and a beautifully looking kick, and finds a teammate in Caleb McIntosh, I should say, who looks to go inside forward 50. He's looking for a big fouler. Well spoiled there by Wrigglesworth. That's been a good battle all day.
Oh, free kick.
There is going to be a free kick.
Yes.
There is late. It's the umpire down in the forward 50. Seen that one, the best. And it is going to go in the way of McIntosh for Warragul.
McIntosh has changed his boots too to give you a bit of a heads up there, Beast.
That's probably why I didn't see him properly. And it looks like he looks for a teammate in Lamb who somehow has pushed himself forward as a lead-up forward. And unable to take the mark there is Jed Lamb, but they'll get another handball inside forward 50 is Warragul. And a strong tackle laid down there by Sale. It's going to be in the pink boots, Daryl. I think it's Ben Hall.
Yeah, Rand. I think you'll find it.
Rand? It might be Rand. I thought he had long hair, not a helmet. That's all right.
So ball up.
Go, Daryl.
Top of the 50. Sanini with a grab and a kick's partially smothered. Lang was there. Cutler handballs over his shoulder. Coming through hard was Sanini. Couldn't get it. Lang didn't have the football. Wanted the free kick. Warragul, meanwhile, kick it towards Sanini. And Sanini's too far out to score. It's a chiselling kick. Top of the square. Fowler. One bite at it. Couldn't get the second one. And quickly done. That was by Ben Hall. His kick goes to the outer side. Will Leslie scooped it up, left it behind. Carter's there. Cooper Whitehill was there as well. He little kick off the ground, got too much on it. It's a wrongs handball over the top. Hefford it was, sorry. And coming the other direction with pace and aggression. There's a dust up, and there's a big dust up in the middle of the ground. It is on, and I mean on for young and old. And Jack Leslie, is it Jack Leslie? It is.
Definitely Jack Leslie.
And Tom Stern was in there, I think, as well. And Stern just holds his head. I think he might. There is
second best.
I reckon there's Claret coming out there.
I'll keep an eye on that one quickly.
Stearns on his haunches. Free kick goes Warragul's way, and Wallace goes inside forward 50. Jordan Stewart and Fowler spoil each other. Comes to ground. Hobbs is there. Gathers it. Tries to don't argue. Run backwards. Gets back onto the right foot. Puts a wobbly kick inside forward 50. Igmalesi Smith comes the other direction. Grabs it. Kicks it straight up and down. Stern's got to sit underneath it. And he does just that. As Whitehill closed.
Jeez, I don't know. He must have upset someone.
Yeah.
It's Tom Stern.
He doesn't mind the little bit of an eagle either, the youngster.
He's got no clarity in that nose or that mouth region anyway, Daryl,
Right.
so he's okay.
So Stern will kick from outside 50. Low chiselling kick, found Carter. Only a little bit closer to goal, but Carter is a thumping kick of the footy as well.
Tell you what, if I had a pedometer on, I reckon I'll get me 10,000 steps up here.
Yeah, we are moving a little bit with the windows. We've got a big light tower in front of us as well, and a big
Beast's head.
brick pillar.
Brick pillar, that sounds like me.
Lucas Carter nearly directly in front. We'll have to travel all of 49 metres. Just got underneath it. It's going to fade away to the right and just sneak in for a minor score. Paul Carter, McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
One behind each, so it's an 11-point margin as it was at half-time. 7-7-49 Warragul, 5-8-38 Sale.
So Tatterson for sale plays on. Finds a teammate in Wrigglesworth. Wrigglesworth just looks to come back in board and nearly paid off. Jack Johnson had 2 bites at it, but couldn't quite get the third.
Oh, good hands.
Beautiful handball out there. And it's going to come back in through Jack Johnson. So he follows up well and finds a teammate in Jordan Descent.
No one forward, Beast.
He doesn't. He puts his hands up. The sun's in his eyes. And he's just going to chip over and find Cooper Whitehill. So it's going to have to be a slow build-up here for the Magpies because as you just heard from Darryl, they have nothing forward. So he looks inside for Campbell, but overran it, did Campbell. Maybe a slight free kick there. Nearly could have gone the way of Cooper Ram, but not
Lang.
paid. Oh, he's as tough as nails, Lang, isn't he? Jordan Descent back in the thick of it again. Handball's back towards Jack Leslie. Just a up and under ball. Who can be under it? The coach, Jack Johnson. Couldn't quite grab that one again. It's Cooper Whitehill mop up. Finds Wrigglesworth. Wrigglesworth comes back inside forward 50 to no advantage of anyone other than Masterson, and he's going to get a free kick.
Geez, that was sloppy. That whole set of play, the last minute of it, was just absolutely slop.
Warragul move the footy quick, and Grasso turns it over. Igmalesi Smith through the middle of the ground, left foot kick, beautiful kick, finds Cutler.
That's better.
And Cutler takes the mark. It is better. Probably
Much
too,
better.
Is he too far out to score?
He'll go back to Igmalesi Smith. Oh, no.
They've called time on. So the umpire's going to bring him around, and now he's time back on. So now he can play. Is he too far out to score, do you think, Cutler?
Yeah, I think he is. He's definitely going to look for an option.
He is, and that option's going to be Tatterson. And Tatterson sneaks in, no closer to goal and on a tighter angle, but Tatterson might be a better kick, Cutler thought. So right in front of us. The margin's 11. Now this is a really important part of the game. It's a big moment for the Moole Bowling Club, who are back open 7 days a week. You can dine under the dome. Harry Tatterson, a good young kid for the Magpies from 48 metres. Right foot hooked it, and you can hear by the Warragul supporters it's only just snuck in for a minor score.
Taking Sale to 5-9-39, 10 points in the rear of Warragul. We've got 7-7-49, the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. We played 7 minutes into the third quarter.
So the ball right in front of us, and I pick up my binoculars. I'm not sure why I'd done that, but it was Sarong
Good
who
grab.
kicks out wide, and a really good grab. Finds a teammate in Grumish. He's a good little player, is Grumish. He comes back in board, finds Hefford. Another good size is Hefford, and we're going to get a 50. Yeah.
Just stepped.
Young fella Cooper ran with the helmet there. He just was shuffling his feet, which is a little bit ridiculous because he didn't move off his line. But anyway, that is the rule. So Hefford takes the advantage, finds a teammate in Garner who goes inside forward 50 looking for Lamb. Lamb spills the ball straight off his big chest. But they're going to get another look at it. And they handball through a series of handballs and find Wallace. And he, on the left foot, finds Jordan Stewart. He's been probably their most dominant looking forward leading up at the footy today is Stewart.
It's just a beautiful kick of the footy, Isaac Wallace, as well, too. He's just got a penetrating kick. But you've got to be on the move, and that's what Stewart's done all afternoon so far. He's just moved and presented so well down inside 50. And you're going to keep doing that. You're going to have to eventually get a kick to you as well, too. And he has presented so well. Jed Lamb now forward too for the goals.
That's how these guys continue to find the footy. Contest after contest, you barely see them flat-footed. As Stewart comes in, nice and steady approach. Beautiful looking kick. I think he liked that as soon as it left his boot. They look good from here. That's another one for Stewart. That's 3 now for Jordan Stewart.
And that was just a look again. It was probably not the best footy we've seen so far this game, but they did it the hard way, the goals then too. So just again, if they just take a leaf out of their book now then too, quick movement down forward inside 50, give your forwards every chance. Now that you've got Lamb down there, so they've got Fowler, Lamb and Stewart, they look a little bit more potent coming into this third quarter.
Margin now 16 points in Warragul's favour. We've played 9 minutes of the third quarter, and on the McDonald's Gippsland scored, we have Warragul 8-7-55, leading Sale 5-9-39.
Something wrong with your eyebrows?
No, all good. They got Lamb, they got Fowl, all in the forward line.
And Stu.
And Stu.
Not bad.
They go forward again to the Warragul side. They get it to centre half forward. Grummich is there, taps it forward. Although picking it off nicely was Glenn for the Magpies. Dumps it out to the outer side. It's a one-on-one. Grass is out there for the Warragul side. He wins it. Handles over the top to Lamb. He's caught. He's dragged it in. It's holding the footy.
Now, Jack Leslie, he's given Wibley one by accident. Now, Wibley's been rubbing his nose for a little while, but this time Jack Leslie said, I didn't mean that. Sorry.
Wrigglesworth gives it to Lang. Back to Wrigglesworth. He chips his kick over the top to Whitehill. Nicely done. Too far out the score for young Coop. He rolls and goes quickly. A chiseling kick. Good. Oh, Wibley hops in the line of Descent and takes the mark, gives it off to Carter, steps around the man on the mark in Descent. His outlet kick out towards Garner. Now it's Grummich takes the mark.
I'm going to give him the benefit there and say he meant to plug that hole because he just couldn't keep up with Jack Leslie. He took off and put the afterburners on, and Wibley just fell behind, but it fell in his lap.
So Stewart now gets towards Wallace. His kick, top of the 50 it goes now all of a sudden for the Warragul side. Lang's back there for Sale. He turns and delivers just over the top of Wrigglesworth. Wallace is there, he goes back by hand. Grass comes inboard nicely to Stern. And Stern turns, faces up the game, drives it inside forward 50. Fowler's got the sit, and again, couldn't take it cleanly. He's having a half day, is Braden. And Lang now has it, and the outlet kick will find a teammate out there in Caden Johnson.
We can't clunk them all every day, can we?
Yeah.
As Johnson looks to go down the wing and only as far as Masterson. Good pressure, though, by Sale through Cooper Rand. But it's going to be Warragul, too strong. And it's going to be Kobe Grass. Looks to go inside forward 50 again. He just goes over the top of his teammates Head and Fowler, and it's going to be a minor score. Paul Carter.
Now 17-point lead to Warragul. They are 8-8-56, leading Sale 5-9-39. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, 11-minute mark, third quarter.
Boxer, what do you do when you're having one of those days as a key forward, just having 2 grabs at it?
Just keep presenting, Scott. I think it's really important that you keep doing that. I don't think he's had all that many chances. I think the chances that he has had, he's butchered it.
Anything in the hands? Do you do anything
Stop in your hands. Stop in your hands, and I think he's hitting the ball pretty hard.
All right.
Let's take nothing away from Hutchins as well. He's done a really good job.
True. Carter, now in the middle of Western Park, goes inside forward 50 again. Big pack will form. Stewart couldn't complete the mark. Advantage Hall for Sale. Handles over the top to the run of Cantwell. His kick to the outer side. Can it find Geordie Descent? On the bounce it does. Good pick up by the veteran. Gives it back to the runner in Rand. And Rand will get around a tackler in Hefford. Gives it across now to Rhodes. Rhodes handballs to no one in particular. Treglown comes in and has to win the footy off the deck as well. And Kai McLean says, I'll wrap him up and we'll have a ball up.
Well, another thing you could do, Box, too, if it's just not working in the hands, try and body up, because I think he's got the body size to match Wrigglesworth. So get some body on, have a good one-on-one battle with him, and even just take a chest mark. That'll just get your confidence up.
Yep. So a quick kick from the stoppage.
If I was Anthony Pavey, you know what I would do with him? Leave him up to centre half forward. Get him away from the goal square and
run around a bit.
And give it a bit of more of a run around.
So Masterson had the mark, gave it to Carter, who was under pressure. He's gone, holding the footy. Just not the right handball there. And the free kick's going to go to Sam Treglown. He doesn't know he's... Oh, that should be 50. He's taken a step. As Treglown from outside 50 goes in the Geordie Descent direction over the head. Mulqueen just worked him underneath it. Boundary throwing. It's a right at a pivotal moment of the game too. 13-minute mark, 13-minute mark, 17 points into the third quarter. Sale is still a chance if they can get something from the stoppage here. Daniel Hutchison for TRFM.
I'd love to know the inside 50 count for this quarter, Paul Carter, because I reckon Sale have had the upper hand. As the ball does come back in, and it's Wibley who just pounds it out of his hand and finds a teammate deep in the pocket in Sarong.
It's actually 9-7 Warragul's way, but we had several really narrow ones.
Narrow ones?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're the ones I'm thinking about, I reckon. Thanks, Paul.
What happens if they're wide ones?
Well, narrow inside,
No, I'm kidding.
5 metres and stuff, yeah.
Just, you know.
So we're fairly deep in Sale's
Leslie.
pocket. It's going to be out of the ruck by Leslie, but there's going to be a whistle. Leslie runs off to celebrate.
Oh,
There is a whistle.
non-officiating umpire beast. It's going to go Warragul's way too.
It is. It's going to be Warragul's free kick. And it looks like it's
Zach Stewart.
the other Stewart.
Gee, that was
Zach?
a goal too, wasn't it?
That was a goal.
Leslie.
He took off,
Yeah.
and that would have narrowed the margin right in. So Stewart looks to go to the switch and finds Mulqueen, who just takes a nice, easy chest mark. A little bit of pressure put on by Cooper Rand. Smothered by Cooper Rand, or just enough to
high.
affect the kick. And the umpire hasn't seen it. So it's play on, says the umpire. And they're going to go back inside through Rhodes for Sale, but only as far as Mulqueen. And Mulqueen with that interesting looking kicking style he has there on his left side. Switches the ball across to Grass. Grass end, outlet kick, and finds Stern. So Stern for Warragul. Finds Carter up on centre wing, who just spills the mark. A lot of pressure put on there by Will Leslie. It's going to end up in the hands of Tattison for Sale, who just dodges and weaves around a few opponents and comes back in board and finds Leslie in a diving mark. It's not paid. The umpire says not good enough. We're going to get a ball up right in between half forward and centre on the far wing at Western Park.
Got a nickname for Grass. Why don't we call him Cooch?
Well, we could.
17 points is the margin.
Coochie coo.
And Warragul lead it. Lamb scoops on it. Leslie grabs him, puts him in a tackle, holding the footy. Jack Leslie's trying to will his side over the line and hurt a few Warragul players while doing so. 15 and a half minutes, third quarter for McDonald's. Peak chicken is upon us with the new McWings. They trail by 17 points to the Magpies.
Making me hungry.
Leslie kicks down the line. Big pack. There's another free kick that's going Sale's way to Will Leslie on this occasion. Whitehill's inboard. Oh, not 15. You've got to be kidding, umpire.
That was
And
more
now
than 15.
Wallace with his left foot goes back to Stewart. Jordan Stewart takes the mark inside forward 50. He's talk about one clunker. Fowler's having one of the days there. He has a couple of bites at it. Jordan Stewart is just clean with his hands.
Tell you what Jordan Stewart will be doing after this game is buying Isaac Wallace a beer first up, because he has absolutely hand-fed him this afternoon. I mean, take nothing away from Stewart. His contested market inside 50 has been brilliant. But Isaac Wallace's ball use inside 50 has been brilliant.
Touches Paul.
Wallace, 18.
And very potent with the left. Can Stewart get 4? Side lead by 17. This could be a game high, I think.
That looks
Stewart's
good.
A beautiful kick of the football.
good. That is a really good kick.
He does not matter where he is on the football field. Jordan Stewart knows how to kick goals. He's been a great recruit for this Warragul side in season 2025. He's got 4 today.
18 possessions. I reckon his efficiency will be around the 90% mark as well, Wallace too. So every time he's got the ball, he's done something with it too. So, well, you know, Warragul have to work hard for these goals this quarter, even though their lead now goes out to 24 points. They've done it the hard way. And I think now they're getting on top of this game because of the Sale turnovers at the same time.
Isaac Wallace, 4 inside 50s just this quarter. It's a 23-point lead to Warragul, 9-8-62, leading Sale 5-9-39.
So 23 points the margin, as mentioned by our man Paul Carter. It's going to be a Sale win out of the midfield through Cooper Rand. He goes out wide to Whitehill, and it's just too slow is Wrigglesworth. And they're going to return serve Warragul through Stern. Goes inside forward 50 and finds Stewart. That's Zach. So the Stewart brothers doing damage here at Western Park. And he's turned his back, so that means only one thing. That means I'm going back and having a shot. I'm going to join the party with my brother Geordie. And we're going to have a grand old time after this one.
Guarantee if Geordie does lead and gets open, that kick's going to him.
So Zach Stewart for the Warragul goals. If he's anything like his brother, this will go straight through the middle, Nick. So his approach, a bit of a hop and a skip. That's never a good sign. And he just bangs it on the boot. Oh, it's come back. He's got some draw on it. But it's going to be a mark.
It's Stewart.
It's going to be a mark to the brother. Jordan Stewart on the goal line.
Yep.
Over about 4 Sale opponents. So he's going to bang through his 5th, and there he does, straight through from the goal square. Jordan Stewart, goal assister Zach Stewart.
So when it becomes your afternoon, this is exactly what happens as well too now. So one of those things, he's put himself in every right position, and when the ball's going to hit in your hands, you know you're going to have an afternoon. He's probably on his way to get a 7 or 8 haul right now, and he's had an absolutely blinder of a third quarter.
And it's a 29-point margin, match high 29-point margin at the 18-minute mark of the third quarter on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. Warragul 10-8-68, leading Sale 5-9-39.
And he's not even in the top 20 of the goal kickers for the Gippsland League either too. So after this game, potentially.
Because he missed the first 7 of the game, suspended. But he,
yes, that was him. Okay.
Yeah, he's had 3 goals kicked in the quarter, Warragul, and Jordan Stewart's kicked all 3 of them.
Wow, he could have been up there.
Yeah.
Right up the top of the goal kickers, had he have not missed the first 7, Scudder.
So secondary stoppage in the middle of the ground. Wibbly with a tap down. Out the side there was Jack Johnson. Shuffled a handball to Cutler. Inboard step, kick towards Shannon Lang. And Lang takes the mark right on the point of the square. Hobbs and Lang have gone pretty much head-to-head all afternoon. Stat-wise, Paul Carter, how's Hobbs had?
Hobbs only had 3 this quarter, 23.
Well, that's a little cheeky play by Lang. He just stepped over the mark and then quickly ran away from the mark. The kick went inside forward 50. No one can mark it. Now we've got a stoppage.
Tell you what that is footy IQ.
Yep.
Well, Tom Hobbs, was just arguing with the umpire. Very sneaky work there by Shannon Lang.
He come back over his line and then played on. Ran past him. Wibbly with a tap down. Rode beautifully by Campbell from the stoppage. Kicks around but can't quite get it coming back enough. It is a minor score. It's their first score of the quarter, Paul Carter.
Third behind for the quarter, 5-10. 40 is Sale, and it is 10-8-68 to Warragul.
Got a quick around the grounds thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland. It's actually a very important score in the scheme of things.
Is it?
Druin, 8-8-56. They lead Wonthaggi, 5-6-36.
Wow.
Whoa.
Here it is.
Wow.
I said they were confident. We said it at the start.
I have to say, so did Beast.
So did the Beast.
The Beast man was talking him right up.
Yep.
So Masterson for Warragul. We'll get back to that. Hey!
Stewart!
Absolute screamer. Old school on the shoulders. Jordan
Stewart.
Stewart.
We'll give Rambero goal of the day just for that mark.
When it's your day, it's your day.
Yep. And then he nearly killed his brother.
Wow. Right in front of the home crowd at the can bar too.
Wow.
What a better spot to do it. In the meantime, though, it's going to be turned over by Warragul. Jack Johnson for Sale, off to Tatterson. Finds a teammate in Glenn, and that's going to be holding the ball.
Now they're getting vocal.
It is getting vocal, and it's getting physical.
Yep.
As Hobbs just lays that tackle. And it's Glenn still down on his haunches, so I reckon he's going to be feeling the pinch of that tackle.
Straight off.
So Hobbs comes back in board and finds Grummich. Grummich on the left foot. Goes to centre half forward and finds Stern. And that's going to be nearly 50.
No, he's called holding the man here, Kerry.
50.
Oh, to 50, sorry.
Yep. Geez, I don't know how I called that. The post was right in my way. Telepathic, is that what it is?
It is.
Yep. Thank God I got that right.
I'm surprised you could even say those smart words. I've just noticed your lollies, all the ones you left behind were smarties.
I left them for you because they're stable.
They're smarties. Oh, God.
Anyway, clean your act up, Nick.
Trying.
Now, it worked last week. If anyone... I don't want a Mars bar this week. I wouldn't want a soft serve or a gelato. But Tom Stern, in the meantime, we'll get off track a little bit there. Tom Stern comes in right in front. No mistakes made by Tom Stern. And he celebrates.
Yeah,
and
it's a young kid celebration.
Okay, right, because I thought maybe, is that missed?
I think it's a Jar Morant, Renee block the ears type of thing. Hopefully I've got that right.
just put the one finger in the air. The John O'Brien is all I want to see.
Who's Jay Morant?
He's a
Jar Morant, the basketballer.
No.
Yeah, bang, bang.
Tom Stern joins the party with his first.
I might have some
And
jerky.
the margin now out to 34 points. We're at the 22-minute mark of the third quarter. And on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, it's Warragul 11-8-74, leading Sale 5-10-40. And what we thought would happen in this third quarter seems to be coming about.
Well, it was going to happen eventually. The ball was going to break. Sale's main players just couldn't withstand this Warragul Gulls side. As the ball gets thrown around inside the centre square, it's barely left the circle, but it does now. And they've got some run on Warragul, but they're going to get pulled up right at half forward as I work my way around this light pole. And we're going to get a stoppage right true centre half forward. Let's call it the town end, right of your radio dial. And as I get around this post, the umpire's going to get the ball up, and the Leslie and Wilby are going to go at it again, but it's going to be Jack Johnson who's going to just get a nice little grubber kick out to Tatterson. Tatterson comes back in board and finds Lang. Again through hands, through Johnson to Whitehill. Whitehill eventually comes inside forward 50. Can't mark it, is Thomas in there for Sale.
Free kick for
It's going to be a free kick. And it's going to go the way of Harry Ronke, I believe. Just wait and see. No, it's not.
It's going to go the big fella.
Yep, and that is Treglown. So Treglown, he didn't seem all that confident in a very similar spot about maybe the start of this quarter. So let's see what he can do. He might, he's going to handball off to Egmalesi Smith, who's just going to go inboard looking for a Thomas Campbell. Can't find him. Egmalesi Smith follows up. It's a tough little handball out, but it's going to be Warragul through sheer numbers, and it's going to be cleared by Sam Grummage. And we've got a bit of action going on behind play. I didn't quite see, but as you can hear on the effects mic, I don't think they're quite happy, the Warragul supporters. And Egmalesi Smith's given the old shuffle of the fist. And I'm not sure. He's walking towards the bench. So has he been sent off, boys?
I think he's been sent off.
Yeah, the Warragul players are pointing off. So
Peter Carey's just...
Yep, he's got the yellow card in his hand. I can see now.
Peter Carey has actually shown that he did drive the knee in.
Right.
So Egmalesi Smith's been sent off for a late little advertent knee.
Okay.
At the back of Heppard.
So a little bit of action, a little bit of tension late into this third quarter at Western Park.
Yeah,
we've gone
actually, I reckon
25 and a half minutes
his number. I reckon he's taken his number as well.
He may have,
stuff down as well in that, on that card.
All right, so that's a 15 minutes, 17 men on the ground now for Sale.
A 25 and a half minute mark of the third quarter. So he'll miss a bit of the fourth as well. Stewart's kick goes to half forward, gets to the back. Kai McLean runs onto it, gets a boot on it, and it goes high down towards Fowler direction, who runs into the post, but it's a minor score. So Paul Carter.
35-point lead to Warragul. We have them at 11-9-75, leading Sale 5-10-40 on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard. 26-minute mark, third quarter.
It's a frustration now, isn't it, Box?
Yeah, I was just actually thinking the same thing. Is it frustration or just stupidity? I think it's a combination of both.
It's frustration. They've pumped themselves up for a big third quarter, and they haven't performed again. As the siren sounds, it was 4-0 for the Warragul side. They extended the halftime margin of 11 out to a 35-point margin. It's 11-9-75 Warragul, who lead the Magpies 5-10-40 at three-quarter time. This is Gippsland Live. It's round 12 down here at Western Park, and the Warragul side are in total control at the moment. Egmalesi Smith just got sent off. He has another 10 or so minutes to spend on the interchange there before he can come back on. This Warragul side's in total control. We've got 1 quarter to go, and it's all thanks to Harvey Norman, Electrical Gippsland.
To take a look at the top 5 goals of the week, round 11. Number 1, Caleb McIntosh here from Warragul. A beautiful ball came in, didn't take the mark, but he didn't give up. He sticks out the left shoe and puts it on. Number 2, beautiful work from Noah Christie from Mafra. Did well in the pack, sprinted away and put it home. A brilliant snag. Number 3, Aidan Williams from Leongatha, tracking the ball down and then snapping over his head. Beautiful work. Number 4, Liam Willerton here from Traralgon. Beautiful stuff, receiving the hand pass and sending it all the way home.
Good enough to get on the hands. Handballs across the Willerton. He's bellied the ball.
I'll tell you what, it's gone through. It's going to get through.
It's going to get through. And that is a zebra.
Number 5, Tom Blenheim from Bairnsdale. A beautiful come through the pack on the outside of the shoe, just shaping that around. Great goal.
That's all thanks to Gippsland Isuzu Ute. Just before this final quarter gets underway.
The main ones we're looking at is 24 disposals to Tom Hobbs, 18 to Isaac Wallace, Shannon Lang 19, Cooper Whitehill 22.
So final quarter, not too far away. And, of course, it is this Warragul side leading by 37. We're going with 37 points now as the umpires have updated the scores for us. So they'll get us underway, and it will be Wibley and Leslie, as they have done most of the afternoon. Leslie with a tap down. Hobbs tried to look for the free kick. Play on to the umpire. Wallace was there. Now a free kick is coming, and it's going back to Isaac Wallace, who has had a pretty good afternoon as Isaac. Jordan Stewart also pretty handy for Gippsland Ozuza Ute, the player of the day we'll talk to. Wallace has kicked down to Hobbs. Strength in a one-on-one with Cooper Whitehill. And Hobbs will quickly give the handball to Carter. And Carter's delivery over the top there of Lamb. Stewart comes out to meet it, grabs the footy, handballs inboard, looking for Garner. Little kick off the ground now. Socket off the ground. Whistle goes. And it's going to be in danger. Free kick will go against Warragul. And will go Sale's way. So no score. Sale got the free kick, and it looks to be out there Cantwell.
So Cantwell just launches one outside 50, but it's only as far as Carter for Warragul, who just bangs it on the left foot and finds a teammate in Kai McLean, who's dead in front, uncontested. Just got a little bit lost there, the Sale defenders. Just left McLean to fly for that footy, uncontested, and he'll come in, and I've got no doubt put this next one on the board for Warragul.
Oh, he's a thumping kick of the footy.
He's going to kick through this. There'll be no stabbing at it. It'll be nice, beautiful. Look at that. He's stabbed at it, but it's gone. It's missed it. Gee.
The curse. He's stabbed at it.
Hey, he's done everything I said he wouldn't.
The opposite.
So what are we going with? 11-12?
Yep, 11-12.
Okay, 11-12, 78 to 5-10, 40.
So Tatterson for the Magpies, looking to go down the middle of the ground. There's not too many options there. And Tatterson goes in that direction. The big ruckman are there. Over the back come Sarong. Couldn't complete it. Johnson tried to crash through, and then we'll win the free kick for holding the man.
Gee, he's a nice player, Whitehill. He's just very well balanced. He wins a lot of the ball as well, but he's good with it too.
So Jack Johnson on the half-back flank for the Magpies. The coach of the Sale side goes inboard. He'll get the 1-2, gets it back, Johnson, steps around Garner, and Johnson's kick to the outer side, looking for and finding his teammate out there in Rand. Rand looks up, it's a crowded forward line, so he goes a little bit lateral, and taking that mark on the outer side is Dobson. He looks for the runner in Wrigglesworth, puts it to the hot spot. Over the top of the head there of Geordie Descent, gets to the back, Jack Leslie at ground level. They drag it into the Warragul defenders. Somehow they shuffle it out. Carter was there. A chain of handballs now. Mulqueen onto the left foot, looking for and finding Stern, who dropped the mark in the end. Forward handballs are okay to McLean. One-on-ones down the line. It comes towards Lamb. Now it's a 2-on-1. Sale favour. And the Magpies do well. Wrigglesworth takes it and kicks it to half forward.
And to a one-on-one with Lang. And picked up there by Johnson for Sale, and then kicks it on to Lang. So Lang just worked hard forward out of that contest. So it's Shannon Lang for Sale. He's got it outside 50, about as far as he can possibly be from where we are.
He's already got the Zambrero goal of the day. I don't think he needs it again,
He's definitely not going to. He surely can't have the leg. He's just going to sit it up into the hot spot. This looks like where he goes.
Or is he?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. Surely not.
He has, mate.
He has too. Wow.
You sat there and you wrote him off. You had the other player all the way in. Yeah, you've written Lang off. You never write someone like Lang off.
It must have been a breeze pick up in the three-quarter time break.
The only breeze that's coming out is between your ears, mate.
But anyway, that is a superb finish by Shannon Lang. He's kicked that outside 50, where the 50 meets the boundary line on the far side of the ground. And that is a superb finish.
Give him 2.
From Shannon Lang.
He already had it. He had the goal from the goal of the day from the 12-minute mark of the second quarter. He's now got it well and truly.
And it's a 6-10-46 Sale. 32 points in the rear of Warragul, who are 11-12-78. Harvey Norman Computer scoreboard. That goal coming at the 4-minute mark of the final quarter.
So back in the middle of the ground, it's going to be Whitehill, who just hacks it forward. Tries to find a teammate in Rand, but he can't get his hands on the footy, and it's going to be turned over by Sale, and it's going to get into the hands of Luke Garner for Warragul. And Garner comes back inside. Beautiful kick inside and finds a teammate. And it's going to be Tom Hobbs for Warragul, who just strolls inside 50, And he's hit the post. He's hit the near post.
Stewart was lurking.
And he was saying, whatever you can do, I can do better.
Beautifully set up, though, by the goals. Transition footy off half-back, straight through the middle.
33-point lead to Warragul at the 5-minute mark of the final quarter.
Tatterson to Johnson, quickly played on, gives a handball to Johnson. That's Caden. He handballs back to Johnson. Johnson to Johnson. And now over the top to Cooper Whitehill.
Aren't they cotton butt?
Johnson, that's...
They're cotton butt.
Whitehill's kick goes over the top of the head of Geordie Descent. And now Warragul repel the forward thrust. Albie Phillips delivers out nicely towards Kobe Grass.
And they make nappies too, I reckon.
Boxer, can you keep us up to date with these scores out of Druin, please? If Druin are looking to have their first victory of the season, we want to make sure that we're letting all the listeners know across Gippsland of the Valley, because that will be a big day for them. Meanwhile, Warragul here are well in control. They lead by 33. And Mulqueen's kick to the wing area where Stern had a couple of good bites at it. Couldn't complete the mark, but we've got a boundary throw in on the outer side.
So they've skipped away again to the Druin side, 9-8-62 to 6-7-43. So they got a goal already in this last quarter.
Hugh, this is a massive result, massive scheme of the things too, because it just keeps that 5th spot now up for grabs, and in the makeup of it all, it's going to be unbelievable.
Opens up 4th spot as well, mate.
Well, Warragul, I think Warragul's the one who's going to take that. Not that it matters, but the big thing is Warragul could, Wonthaggi could be dropping out.
Absolutely.
There's a big game coming up after the bye. We'll get to that later on in the post game.
It's Jack Johnson for sale. Out of that stoppage, just absolutely bullets one to Jordan Descent's chest. And well marked there by, well, we called him the veteran earlier, and Jordan Descent. He just goes wide. Finds a teammate out there in Cooper Whitehill. So Whitehill just draws his man on the mark and goes inside forward 50. Can he find a teammate? He can't quite. The boundary line's going to be the winner on that occasion. And that was Thomas Campbell out there who he tried to find.
Have you got a 3-quarter time score? That was they've just gone 3-quarter time too down there, Boxer, just to let you know. They're a little bit behind us, I believe.
Okay, so the 3-quarter time score is 9-8-62 to Wonthaggi 6-7-43.
Correct.
And you haven't missed anything from the Western Park through all that. It's going to be a repeat stoppage in the forward 50 for Warragul. For sales, I should say, sorry. It's going to be Wibley who's going to get the clearance out of the ruck contest. It's going to be a strong marking contest there, and he's going to be a free kick paid, and it looks like it's going to go in the way of Sale.
Thomas Glenn it is,
and he goes wide, but unfortunately he hasn't hit his target, and it's going to be that man, Isaac Wallace, who's going to just keep paddling the ball forward. He's got Sale opponent on his heels in Jack Hutchins. And I think they've done well to get a stoppage.
I think what they've done poorly today, Sale, is their handball use and their decision-making with the hands for the whole afternoon. I've been wanting to say it, and then they've just done it again then. They've just put players under pressure, handballer from behind the player, the whole lot. They've done it all afternoon.
McLean taps it down. And now coming the other direction, Jack Johnson was there. McLean became the tackler. Hobbs will get the free kick for holding the man. Although...
Don't kick it.
It's actually coming back to the stoppage, so that was before the Hobbs hold. So Johnson gets the free kick. The free kick was against McLean. Inboard kick to Will Leslie. You look for a runner. No one's there. So it's going to be a slow build-up here from half-back for the Magpies. They trail by 33. Warragul have been in control right from the word go. Sale have been okay in patches, just haven't quite put a few things together. Jack Leslie with a kick down the line, marked by Kobe Grass. Sean Masterson's just really slow to get up from that contest too, boys. Keep an eye on that, Boxer.
Yep.
And Kobe Grass just says we'll slow things down as he now gets called to play on. Kicks back to McLean and Johnson direction. Over the back it goes. Handball there was from Rhodes. Released his teammate Dobson, who kicks it high. Masterson's recovered well, because that's a big fist and a big spoil to the boundary line. So there's your answer if Masterson's okay, Box.
He's more than fine. Young Rand's the one that got up second best, holding his ribs.
I think if you're going to do that switch kick or even come in board, you've really got to understand your limits, don't you, when you're kicking the ball like that. It just hasn't been Sale's day. As the ball comes back into play, it was Wibbler who won the ball out of the ruck contest, and Shannon Lang was hands on ground. But it's going to be the coach through Jed Lamb, who's going to come out with the ball and only as far as his half-forward line, where it's going to be gathered by Will Leslie. So Leslie, and it's going to be a free kick paid there because it was Zach Stewart. He just had no eyes for the footy.
So not lucky, though, Zach Stewart. He actually got the ball, didn't hit the player, but the rules say that you can't hit and meet him front on.
So Cutler for Sale, who dances and weaves around his opponent in Stewart and finds his teammate in Jack Leslie, who just thumps ones down forward. But once again, our man Masterson just comes across off his man and spoils over boundary line for a throw-in.
Drew, and got the first goal of the final quarter through Seb Amoroso. They extended out 69-44 now in the final quarter.
Tigers have kicked the first goal too down at GMHBA Stadium. 6 points to 2.
Yeah, well, the 50-point margin will continue. The Tigers are going to flog the Cats down there. All thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture. Those scores around the grounds.
Sorry, Geelong just kicked the goal then, so it's a 2-point lead back to the Catters.
Don't forget, 10 days of deals. Get amazing deals on lounges and dining furniture at Harvey Norman. We'll get another boundary throw in here.
Our team at Harvey Norman looked after me this week, Daryl. The new couch arrived.
Beautiful.
It's been a long 12 weeks on the floor, that's for sure.
That's okay. As a stoppage clearance goes in the way of the Warragul side, and Fowler takes a chest mark high up the ground.
When it's not your day, it is not your day.
That was an ordinary one, off one step out of bounds on the full right angles nearly it went.
Really from there, as a key forward, you shouldn't really want to go sideways. What you really want to go deep. You've got Jed Lamb playing one out. You've got Tom Hobbs down in the forward line. Stewart got some firepower up forward. That's where you want to be going.
Yep. Dobson had the free kick from Sale. He went back to Tatterson. Tatterson has it. Gets killed to play on. Fox is doing his own little dance on there.
Just
goes down the line to Lang, and the big spoil by Sanini. Kept in the field of play by McIntosh towards McLean. Right foot kick, just missed the target. Although Hobbs is there clean. Alfie's toes, turns around and delivers to
Stewart.
Jordan Stewart's got 5. He's got a shot on goal after a strong contested mark. Slight angle. And I'm not sure who we might talk to. Will it be Wallace? Will it be Stewart? Will it be Hobbs? They've had a few good contributors this afternoon, this Warragul side. I guess if your team's kicked, let's call this one in. Let's see, if the team kicks 12 and you've kicked 6, that's only 35 odd touches in comparison, isn't it, Beast?
Yep.
So Stewart's got 5.
50% of their score box.
Yep, slight angle, and no worries at all. Here's a beautiful set shot for goal. So fluid, so calm, so relaxed. And he's a find for this Warragul side. He's got 6 this afternoon. And Jordan Stewart might just be chatting to us a little bit later on.
They would have been desperate to get him back at the start of the year, Stewart. They would have known his ability, hence why they recruited him. So for him to be on the sidelines box for those 7 games would have been painful for Jed Lamb and his coaching staff.
Yeah, but right now what he's doing is he's repaying the faith too at the same time. And Sale, look, they've done pretty well to withstand Warragul so far in this quarter, being 1 player down as well. So to get that goal so late, playing 13 minutes, not a bad effort there by the Magpies.
39-point lead to Warragul. We've played 13 minutes of the last quarter. Harvey Norman computed scoreboard.
So potentially starting to blow out here at Western Park as Will Leslie just burst through the middle with the football. Looks to go inside forward 50, and he does, but it's going to be Carter who handballs, but straight to Jordan Descent, who finds a teammate in Whitehill.
Good composure.
And that's just an old head, isn't it?
Yeah, it could have blazed away on the left, lowered the eyes and found the target.
And Whitehill. Oh, well, I don't know what he's doing.
I know what he's doing.
What is he doing?
He's packing up. He's about to go.
The old wife is on her way and
righto.
off to the city tonight.
So Whitehill comes in, straight as you like, straight through the middle. First one for Whitehill, and so we'll get one back.
Not sure if it's going to be one of those nights when you're going to spend it with Rob Popplestone, and yeah, it could be quite an interesting night, to say the least. But a nice finish there for a good afternoon, I reckon he's had, Whitehill, for the Magpies. He's had a very good day in the midfield.
It's back to a 33-point margin in Warragul's favour on the Harvey Norman computer scoreboard. 12-13-85 the goals to Sale 7-10-52. Interesting thing about Jordan Stewart, when he was recruited as a half-back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they were telling me earlier today.
It's generally all good forwards go to half-back at the end of their career. Or maybe that's just when you're the coach and you can't get a kick up forward.
Back to the middle they go again, Lang. Nice attack on the footy there was from Wallace. Although quickly picked up was from Cutler, got a handball to Lang. Lang's kick, a wobbly one, inside forward 50. Geordie Dessert won 2 bites. Not paid, or he might get the free kick, Geordie. Holding the man as he was dragged down in the marking contest. And the Magpies will get another shot on goal. Well, they've kicked 2-1 in this final quarter. Got it back to 33 points. And they want to finish strong, the Magpies. As that Druin Wonthaggi game, Druin are on their way to having their first victory for season 2025. And it's at Ted Summerton Reserve.
Warragul wouldn't want to go to sleep here either, boys. I think we played 15 minutes into this last quarter. If Jordan Descent can get this one through, really narrows the margin.
Yep. Let's have a look at it. Off the boot, looks straight. Does it got the distance? Fades a little bit over the goal umpire's head in the air. It's a goal. Sale have got 3 in the last quarter, and they've reduced the margin. B still thinks that this game is on.
Well, I just don't think that Warragul can shut down just yet. I think that's 2 now on the trot for Sale. If they get one now, I think there'll be a few questions being asked by the Warragul bench. And then they'll be just expecting these balls in the midfield to stand up and get them going again.
27 points to the margin at the 16-minute mark of the final quarter. 8-10-58 Sale, Warragul 12-13-85, Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard.
The way they've been scoring is quick centre clearances, so they could score reasonably quick.
Absolutely, and they do look to do that again through Jack Johnson. As a teammate there in Glenn just streams off half back, but he's unable to gather the footy. And it's Tatterson. Oh, geez, I thought that was nearly high.
Holding the ball.
It's going to be holding the ball. So Sale are going to get a free kick, and it's a few blokes try to have a go at Hobbs, and as you'd expect, the coach comes in to stick up for his young brigade in Jack Johnson and just says,
I'd pay to watch that one, Hobbs versus Johnson.
Wouldn't that be good?
Well, I tell you, he didn't take a backward step, Jack Johnson.
No, not at all.
Sure.
So Sale through Glenn goes down the wing and finds Jack Leslie, who's just led up quite well today. He's just led his bigger ruck opponent to the footy all day. But they're outnumbered in the forward 50, and it's going to be Masterson who just bashes on the boot, and he's only going to go as far as Leslie, but he's unable to gather the mark. They're going to come back with interest through Wallace, and a pick-up by Stewart, and they've got numbers out. Jed Lamb's got the whole 50 to himself, but he's going to get chased down pretty hard, but good enough. Good enough to run in and finish. And he kisses his jumper. I'm not sure that one's about.
He took the
mouth guard out, did he?
Went towards his chest, but he wasn't.
Right.
But
thanks, Nick.
Whatever you want to think that way, that you can think that way, but it was just a good fast finish play again, set up by Isaac Wallace again. Even though his kick wasn't inside 50, his kick was spot on, but the pick up by Stewart was even better. It just kept the runners going, so it opened up the forward line there for Lamb. Good goal.
Margin back to 33 points at the 17-minute mark of the final quarter. Warragul 13-13-91, leading Sale 8-10-58. That's on the Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard.
So it's amazing what one goal can do in a game, because if that went Sale's way, I would have said it's game on again, but I think that might have just taken the sting out of Sale's sail.
Well, Leslie...
That's 2 different words, Fox too.
Sail.
Yep. Leslie kicked it off the ground out of that centre clearance stoppage and got pinged for kicking in danger. So the free kick's going to come back to Wibley.
And we've got even numbers, 18 on 18 again. Scud.
Yep.
Box was all over that.
Yeah.
Smith's back on the ground.
Special comments all thanks to Carpet Country this afternoon. Carter's kick to Stern. Had to become the spoiler in the end. Nicely done by Grummich. Gives it across to Lamb. Wants someone to come at him. And that person is Stewart, but it drops short. And there he is. You can hear by the boos of the crowd from Warragul. Leslie Smith got sent off before with a bit of a fracas. And this is what you want to see. Left foot kick by Igmalesi Smith. Down the middle of Westermark. Big fly. That was by Saronga. Gets over the back. Lang has a bounce-o and now drives it in towards Campbell. Oh, he just can't complete the mark. Phillips is back there. Just left it behind. It's Nettle in the end, and Nettle's kick on the outlet towards Masterson, and he takes the mark.
Done everything right, Campbell.
Yep.
Got the separation, got the lead up. The kick was just over his head.
So Masterson has it. Warragul lead by 33 points in this last quarter, 20-minute mark. It is all thanks to Harvey Norman Computers. The kick, that'll be a free kick to Warragul. Hobbs will be the one.
And Jace Rhodes has come off after that marking attempt by Sarong. He's got a bit of a headache, the young fella.
And 50.
So 50-metre penalty.
I'm not
Tommy
sure
Hobbs.
what that was for. Maybe didn't give it back to him, I don't know.
Yeah, there might have been a bit of a chat on the mark, I think, to the umpire. Handball across to Jed Lamb. Lamb's kick, this time to Garner, falls short as well. He tried to shuffle it out to a teammate on the outside. Jack Johnson ran down from behind and then threw the footy away. And Tommy Stern will have a look from about 55 metres out.
Yeah, look, when it doesn't go your way, I suppose. No, I don't know if there's no voice around him or whatever the case may be. He got run down and in the wrong spot too, right at the Warragul end. Crowd's a little bit more vocal. The game's late in the day now, so it would be a nice little finish here for Stern if he can put it through.
So Stern will have to kick it all of 55. He runs around a little bit, gets to about 52 in the end and pushes it to the right-hand side. Get the hottest deals on the latest tech. You can save up to 40% on Logitech accessories at Harvey Norman Computers.
Warragul 13-14-92, leading Sale 8-10-58.
So the egg, Melissa Smith for Sale, brings the ball back in, finds a teammate in Glenn. He dances and weaves a little bit, and he just looks to centre and finds a teammate in Shannon Lang. He handballs off to Jack Leslie, who just dumps one forward. Bit of a hit and hope. Can he find Campbell? Yeah, well-bodied Campbell. Just had to sit right.
Yeah, the position was perfect, wasn't it?
Beautiful, yep. He needs to go back and steady. There is still time on the clock.
I still think their hands were ugly coming out of their defensive side of things, but obviously it worked out well because Leslie was able to put the ball inside quick to a one-on-one, but still it could have gone the other way if Warragul were quick to act on those errant handballs.
So Thomas Campbell,
Glenn.
sorry. Thomas Campbell.
That first name got you.
That did. He comes in and it looks like it's hit the post. So he's hit the right post for a minor score.
8-11-59 Sale, trailing Warragul by 33 points on the Harvey Norman Computer scoreboard. The goals are 13-14-92.
Sarong goes short to Masterson. Defensive back pocket over there in the netball court. I can let you know that Warragul have a big win on the netball court, an A-grade netball, 85 to Sale 32. Emma Ride was our Gippsland Live Player of the Day. What a shooter she is, an absolute gun in the competition. And now Lang from the stoppage after that kick. Tried to burst away, then socketed off the ground, back in the direction of Masterson, got over his head. Descent comes out to meet it hard, so does Rand. And back there, nicely done, as Mulqueen. Forward handball to Garner, got nearly run down. Hobbs was there for support. And then he gets a handball further out wide. And the kick from Carter to the wing area. Gets over the back where Kai McLean waited for it. He's got open space. They're all leading backwards. He wants someone to come forward. And the kick dropped short. Hutchins was there. Fowler will kick around his body and get it towards Stewart, who can take the chest mark. And Stewart will turn. You got 6. Have a shot, Geordie.
Have a go.
Have a crack at it, Geordie. He's going to pass it off to the coach, Lamb. Oh.
Well defended.
Good spoil goes over from Will Leslie, who helps Lamb up. Have a shot, Geordie. You got 6. Take the 7.
Prior to him passing that footy, I was about to just jump in and say they've done everything they possibly could to butcher that coming down the wing. Yeah. And then it does result in a butchering box.
32 points. 33 points it is. Harvey Norman Computer scoreboard. Boundary throw-in. Fowler grabs it out of the ruck. Got a quick handball. Lang, though, was the opposition. He got wrapped up. Don't forget, we've got a big game tomorrow. Morwell and Traralgon at the Morwell Rec Reserve on TRFM across Gippsland and the Valley. As Fowler again gets it out of the ruck. Gives it to Hobbs, who shrugs the shoulder, and then on the left foot, puts it to the goal line, and good fist from Harry Tatterson on the last line boxer.
Yeah, look, it was an unlucky finish there, but Hobbs is just so dangerous inside 50. He just knows where the goals are, and he's just such a strong body over the ball as well. He's going to be hard to stop.
That he is, Box. Zeg Milesi-Smith just strolls on out of the goal square and puts one right up the centre of the ground. But there it is, our man,
Here we go.
Tom Hobbs, who handballs off to McLean. McLean just strolls in very casually. Has a shot on goal, but I think he might have just spoiled his own teammate then, Stewart.
And it was open for one. It was open there for the 1-2, wasn't it? There with Hobbs as well, but opted to have a shot himself.
He sure did. So that inside 50 is going to result in a boundary throw-in deep in the forward pocket for Warragul. It's going to be Fowler who's going to contest this one, and he does. Gets a handball out. thrown to the ground, but it's going to be Will Leslie to stream away for the Sale Magpies. And he's still going, Will Leslie.
Good tackle.
Eventually tackled right in the centre of the ground, and he's going to get done holding the ball.
Gee, that's a great tackle.
Yeah, it was a good tackle.
Rory Nettle, he's an under-18 player. He is a strong kid.
He does look strong, and he does play on Nettle on that left foot. He comes inside 50, and he finds a teammate in Stern, and that will be 50. Tatterson just got frustrated. Is he going to pay it? He's not.
Nettle gave the handball to Grass, did he, in the end? It was Nettle who had the tackle in the middle, was it?
Nettle laid the tackle.
Yeah,
and Grass had
came inside through Grass. Yes, correct.
Through the cooch.
Through the cooch, yep.
Or the rye.
But you can just tell Will Leslie just tried to do everything he can to
he did.
Get the ball going forward, but just outnumbered.
Buffalo.
Buffalo, there we go. Sir Walter. But it's not, it's Tom Stern who comes in and he bangs one through for Warragul, and he's done another celebration.
Well, I don't know who that one is.
No idea what that is. It looked like an elephant trunk or something, whatever he's doing.
I missed it.
Nah.
I didn't see it past the
No
pole.
idea.
Look, the young kids are out there screaming at us because we should know, but we did get the Ja Morant one right.
Ja Morant.
Stern's goal takes them to a 40-point lead, 26 minutes into the final quarter. That's Warragul on the Harvey Norman Computers scoreboard. The goal's 14-15, 99, leading Sale 8-11, 59.
Well, they've hung around a bit, the Magpies, but this game's all but done here at Western Park. Warragul are going to run away with another strong win, and they're going to consolidate their spot in that top 5. They'll go a game clear tonight in 5th before the Maul-Traralgon game tomorrow.
So Wibley out of the ruck, left it behind. Allowed Zach Stewart to come in, but he just said he threw at the umpire. So free kick's going Sale's way.
Scudman, it's Drew and 12-9-81 to Wonthaggi 8-10-58 thanks to Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland.
Here they go. The Hawks are going to have their first victory. Druin are looking for their first victory in season 2025. Lane gives it across here at Western Park to Egg Malesi-Smith. Kick to Jack Leslie. Just fumbled the mark. Got time, though, to turn around and kick it to the hot spot. Masterson's there, can read it better than anyone else. Another intercept mark. He's been in a little bit of a red form patch for this Warragul side. Gives it across to Sarong. Kicks out wide. The big target out there was Sanini. Boundary throw in on the defensive 50 for the Warragul side. They lead by 40 points at the moment, well in control in this round 12 clash of the Alinta Energy Gippsland League. Sun setting on a Saturday afternoon. Hopefully you've had a good afternoon as Leslie grabs it out of the ruck. Dumps it to the fat side. Johnson is there. Bounces in front of him. Comes back. Picks it up by Treglown. He gives a handle over his shoulder. And trying to work it in a tight space. Campbell kicks around the body. Johnson's in the goal square. Can't complete the mark. Running onto it is Ronke. And Ronke's put it through for a goal. And that has hit the main street of Warragul.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's on the roof.
It's on the roof of the netball roof.
Here she comes now.
I don't think Ronke cares where it's gone.
Yeah.
That
It's
was
one of those things where you could have just dribbled it through.
Oh, well, what do you get
Do
out
what
of
you
that?
do, but I suppose that was another frustrating kick, I suppose, for the Sale side as well.
The clock stops and they just got to stand out there longer. So I don't know why you do it.
That's true.
Just asking for a mate too. How far is McDonald's from Western Park? He just texted me
It's not far.
and he wants to try those new wings.
So the wings are all looking good.
Just on his way back to Traralgon.
34-point margin in Warragul's favour, almost at full time. 28.5 minutes into that final quarter.
Nick Lucchino on special comments this afternoon. Druin still in front, 81-58.
Yeah, they are, but I was more worried about the Cats. 3-2-20 the Cats to 1-2-8 the Tigers. It's a pretty poor first quarter, to be honest. 1 minute to go.
Might be cold down there.
Siren not too far away here from Western Park. As umpire Peter Carey throws it up. Leslie taps it down. Out there was Lang, left behind though. And Stewart gives a handball across. They work it out through Hobbs. And now Sanini bursts out of the stoppage. Nicely done out wide towards Garner. He'll chip it back to Sanini, who ran on. He's taking the mark on the wing. He's got one down the line in Stern. Stern can take the mark unopposed. Carter presents for him, who's moved forward. Where's Stewart? Not out there at the moment. Goes in the Fowler direction. Can't complete the chest mark on this occasion.
Just great play by Hutchins too. He got pushed off the ball, but he was just smart enough to get his hand in to not allow Fowler to mark it on his chest. So it was good play. Well done.
Definitely one to watch for the future is Hutchins.
They tried him first early forward, didn't they? I think his father was an old club legend as well with Sale, and now he's found his niche down back.
So boundary throw in, 29 and 3/4 minutes gone. Ruckman just let it go. Campbell's back there as well. They want to see this one finish. He could be in trouble. Quick kick from Kai McLean and snuck it through for a minor score.
Brings up the 100 for Warragul, 14-16, 100, leading by 35 points over Sale, who are 9-11-65. Harvey Norman computer scoreboard, 30 minutes gone.
So Tatterson brings the ball back in for Sale and finds the coach in Johnson. Johnson just chisels one to centre-half forward, or centre-half back, I should say, to Wrigglesworth. And he just launches the boot into it, but the siren will beat him and everybody.
There it is, Warragul. Victors this afternoon by 35 points. Nick Boxalacini, you're going to go.
See you. Thank you very much. Great call this afternoon, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow at Mall.
All the best. Drive safely.
Thank
Look
you very
after
much.
the lovely
See
one
you, Nick.
for us. Take care. Nick Lucino's going to exit out of the side door. We're going to have our pre-game after the break. It was a big win by Warragul in the end. 14-16, 100. Even 100. They have defeated Sale 9-11-65, 35 points in the end. You've been listening to Gippsland Live. All thanks to Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland.